Hello. Oh, whatever. I don't have my phone. No Twitter link today. I'm not getting up to go get it. Hi. Hi. Whoa. I really hate how YouTube shit just like automatically starts playing. Nobody likes autoplay. Like, did we not learn this during the fucking MySpace era? Like, don't autoplay my shit. Hate that. They do that shit on purpose to say that you watched it. I'm telling you. Hi. I'm not drinking anything today except coffee. Just coffee. Why doesn't this shit let me swipe all the way up to the top? Like, it's not letting me swipe all the way up. Hi, I'm good. What's up? Hi, everyone. Hi, FT. I have a thing for striped shirts also. I have so many. I love horizontal stripes. Since I was in, like, college, maybe, I was like, you know, I really fuck with these horizontal stripes, and I feel like they look good on me. Some people, you know, they feel like, oh, you can't wear them. Okay, no. But I like them. We're going to be watching The Magnificent Seven, which I'm 90% positive is on Amazon Prime. Hi, cheers to a happy and healthy Sunday. Hi. We're watching Magnificent Seven. Hi, Marcus. How do you @ people? You have to put the @ and then their name. To @ them. Magnificent. Yeah, I only have coffee today, but I have a new mug. Well, I mean, I got it around holiday time. I went to this, what is it? A white elephant brunch. But I didn't bring a gift because I said I didn't want to participate. But then they still had like too many gifts, so I still got one. And I needed a mug because my other one broke. Do you guys remember? Did I tell you guys about that? My really big mug got a crack in the bottom and it broke. Brunch is not fancy. Brunch is not fancy. That must be some type of misconception. Brunch is for drinking. Not for being fancy. Brunch is for bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys, where I'm from. I majored in journalism, just nickel. Well, I majored in print. I minored in poli-sci, political science. Who's surprised? But I also did some broadcast stuff too. No, you don't like autoplay. Don't nobody want to keep hitting buttons. Hi. Oh, it's on Hulu too? Well, I hate Hulu's user interface, so we're about to watch Amazon Prime. You didn't think what actually worked. Hi, Clarissa. Brunch is not fancy. Nope, it's for lazy people who miss breakfast. Exactly. Brunch is for people that went out the night before and didn't get up until 11 o'clock, but they want to have breakfast and they want to drink some more on top of their hangover that they already have from the night before. That's who brunch is for. Hi. People think brunch is fancy. Facts. Brunch is just breakfast. Brunch is better than breakfast because I can't eat early. Hi, newbie. Hi. So we're going to start in what? A minute? 5 minutes? I'm a bruncher. I'm describing myself, Kari. I'm describing myself. I have my eggs. Can you guys see it? My eggs and potatoes with ketchup and hot sauce today. And I also have waffles and turkey bacon because I was hungry this morning. I was hungry this morning, so I made a lot. No, we're watching Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington. If you will recall, I love this movie. I gave it a glowing review on the channel. And since we didn't have anything planned for today, I left a comment in the community section notes thing asking people for suggestions. And a lot of people put like really, really good suggestions. And somebody put Magnificent Seven. And I was like, oh, Magnificent Seven is my fucking movie. I'm going to watch that. So did you guys like that? Having the suggestions in the comments. I'm about to retie this scarf. And then we're going to start. Hi. So I'm watching Magnificent Seven. I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. Somebody said it's also on Hulu. If y'all want to watch. So I have brunch every day then. Wow, brunch is for me. I mean, you can eat breakfast at any time of the day, right? Breakfast is my favorite meal. I like breakfast any time of the day. Crystal, yeah, you were thinking of that Adam Sandler movie. What was that shit called? It was like a spoof, right? It was like a spoof of the Magnificent Seven. Or something. I didn't see it. Let me not make shit up. Brunch for me is fried chicken and waffles. That's brunch. With a drink. With a strong drink. And a cup of coffee. That's brunch. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Real Trini. Oh, that was you, Capri Knox? That was a good suggestion. We're going to watch it. You liked it? Okay, so if we don't decide at the end what we're going to watch, I think we'll just do it that way from now on. I'll just like ask and you guys can make this suggestions and I'll pick one. You heating up your food, Monica? I just looked up Magnificent Seven and realized I confused it with The Hateful Eight. That's Quentin Tarantino. Ridiculous Six. The Hateful Eight, The Ridiculous Six, The Magnificent Seven. You think pancakes are better than waffles? I like them both. I like them both. They're different, though. They're different. I can never finish pancakes. I love pancakes. Yeah, I'm going to keep putting the articles on the community page, too. The community page is actually pretty cool. Like, wow, YouTube actually did something good for once. Can't believe it. Brunch for me is neck bones and collards. That's brunch. With hot sauce and a drink. We talk about you got a drink or it's not brunch. I want oatmeal now, all this breakfast talk. I'm starting Magnificent Seven. Play. What my shit look like? Oh. It's not in HD. My shit look like I'm watching through a 1998 VHS filter. I'm about to have some pancakes and bacon for lunch. I have not seen Black Lightning yet, but I'm going to start watching it. You guys, I got some little bullshit bad and bougie cable. I got a free trial for 30 days of cable. So I'm about to just be watching everything for this 30 days. Oh shit, I started watching Black Mirror based on your recommendation and that shit is messing me up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But everyone should watch it. I like pancakes and French toast more than waffles. Now, French toast is my shit. French toast is my shit. Everywhere I go, I also love The Magnificent Seven. And I remember I mentioned this in my review because it was directed by Antoine Fuqua. And I love a black director. I love a Western with a black director. Like, yes, I love Westerns. Oh yeah, I was saying I love French toast. French toast is like my favorite. Everywhere I go, I have to have French toast. I'm trying to like find where's the best French toast like in America. Right now, nowhere's topping New York. Sorry. I remember a meme saying that waffles are pancakes with abs. Lord Jesus. Hi, Justin. Hi, Davy Jones. I see you. Waffles over pancakes any day. About to eat some eggs, bacon, tomato, and toast. Tomato's kind of good with eggs, yeah? It's like a fresh thing happening there. I be putting my waffle maker to work. Throw some chocolate syrup on that. You know, I used to have a waffle maker when I was in college, and my roommate stole it. I love this movie, so I already know I'm going to be behind on the chat. Wait, I missed it. What did YouTube do good for once? They introduced the community tab, where I can like leave you guys notes and you guys can like reply to me directly. It's cool. Justin, you gotta clear out your cookies. Like smash your cache and shit. Waffles over pancakes all day. Chocolate pancakes is bomb. I love chocolate chip pancakes, I have to say. Hi. Hi. Your brother's name Antoine? Lutter, the meal between lunch and dinner. Listen, I'm like a fucking hobbit. Breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, brunch, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. That's how I have to eat. Now I want French toast. Yes, Black Directors, Black Lightning is so dope. I'm gonna watch it. Holla French toast is the best. Holla French toast is the best. You are absolutely right. You ever had those McGriddles from McDonald's? They're really good. Yeah, I like McGriddles. Chocolate chip muffins are fantastic. I like chocolate chip muffins too. I like chocolate chip anything. Y'all know I'm a former junk food junkie. Ooh, now you know that's a lie. They in church talking about the whole house. I love Westerns too. I put cheese and eggs. I never order French toast. I always wanted to. Oh my God, you have to try it. It's so good. It will change your life. Like Black Mirror. Oh, that episode, I didn't really like that one, Justin. I didn't really care for that one. I liked Heavy Metal or Metalhead. I always say Heavy Metal. I liked Metalhead. I liked Hang the DJ. I liked Archangel. I liked the Star Trek one. Posse was good. Posse is my #1 fave Western. Lord Mario Van Peebles. I liked Gala Walkers with Wesley Snipes, which was like a vampire Western. I put ketchup on my eggs too. Just Nichols said, who here is hyped about the Scandal How to Get Away with Murder crossover? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't watch those shows. Did I fight my roommate? No, I didn't realize she had taken it until, like, she took it while we were moving out. And I didn't know until she was, like, already gone. And I actually never saw her again after that because she didn't come back to school the next year. She, like, transferred. And she, like, hated living on campus anyway. She used to, like, take her clothes, because she, like, lived nearby. She used to, like, take her clothes home to wash them. So she thought, like, using the campus laundromat was gross. I don't know. She was weird. Weird chick. But she did get off with my fucking waffle iron, so kudos to her. Damn, someone's allergic to tomatoes? I'm sorry. Tomatoes are good. My sister stole my sandwich maker. Yay for the community tab. Hi, Tamara. We're watching Magnificent Seven. Not to be confused with the Ridiculous Six or the Hateful Eight. I'm gonna make some pancakes too. I love chocolate. Cinnamon bun pancakes are life. Never heard of those. Justin, you know all of like the most fattest shit. We be talking about something and Justin be like, yo, but have y'all tried cinnamon bun ice cream fried pancakes? I'd be like, what? I've never heard of that. You said your brother's from the good side of Atlanta? He's not an East Atlanta Santa. Hi, Brooke. I'm late. I got caught up watching Dragon Ball Z. We're watching Magnificent Seven, Brooke. It's on Hulu and Amazon Prime. The one with Denzel Washington. And I love Denzel in these kind of movies. I also love The Book of Eli a lot. To breakfast, second breakfast is still one of the funniest lines in a movie. My man was like, what about breakfast? What about second breakfast? He's like, I don't think he knows about second breakfast, my dude. Like, relax. They're beating the shit out of the preacher. Damn. Wicked. I like brioche French toast too. It's good. I like brioche French toast a lot. Between brioche and challah, that's a hard choice of what's better. Waffle makers are expensive, and I got it as a gift. Lots of eggy goodness and brioche. Magnificent Seven. Ew, cheese on toast. Ew. Dinner's when you eat your face off. I think in some places supper is lunch and dinner is dinner. Chimes in to make a Hobbit reference, gets beaten to it. You gotta be quick. I love my Hobbit references. I love The Lord of the Rings. Pow! Killed his ass. I read all those books when I was in middle school. I'll give your ass a Hobbit reference. Damn. Damn! They just killed mad people in the town for no reason. They just killed like 8 people. This movie was so violent. I love it. No, I don't put cheese on my eggs. I don't eat cheese. Like that. Hang the DJ was good. No, I have no children. I am not a mom. No. I'm not like against it or anything. But, Gallo Walker's was awesome. My opinion, supper sounds more formal. According to Google's dictionary, a lighter dinner that isn't as formal. Oh, you watched White Bear? I finally watched the one where the girl was being punished but couldn't remember. What did you think, Justin? I always associated brunch with rich white women. I've always associated brunch with drunk niggas. Gallo Walker, forgot about that film. Went to school for journalism. Minored in poli-sci. Cheese toast. What is cheese toast? I don't know what y'all are talking about. I've never heard of that. And yeah, I don't put cheese on anything. I just eat like mac and cheese. I like cheddar cheese. And I like ricotta cheese. So I'll eat like lasagna, but that's about it. So glad you tweeted about Black Mirror. Just started watching it. It's so crazy, creepy good. I just seen White Bear 2, Lord. Magnificent Seven, baby. I'm scared to watch Black Mirror. White Bear is crazy. Wesley Snipes movie Blade. Oh, I've seen this movie. It's lit. Barbecue sauce is for meats and fries, and I don't like hot sauce. Thank you. I've been meaning to watch this movie. Dopeness. It's so good. I love this movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. I saw it twice in the theater, and I watch it like all the time at home when I have nothing to do. I just put it on. I want a waffle maker for those big waffle hash browns. Yo, Justin, put me on, bro. I can't help it. I'm a sweet tooth fat junkie, fellow foodie. Lee, I like Quelly TV a lot. I use it. I also like Bounce. If you have a digital antenna, like one you could stick to your TV or stick to your window, Bounce is really good. I like Bounce a lot. my cholesterol level went crazy by just reading that. Hi, elevated goddess. Is this a comedy because I'm cracking up? I need to see the Book of Eli. Never got the chance. Oh, we should watch it for a beast bait because that's my shit. My shit. I really like it a lot. Denzel Washington. What's her name? Jennifer Beal. Mila Kunis. Book of Eli is amazing. I love it. You know, I'm sorry. Time out from the chat. I told you I'm going to be behind because I love this movie. You know what I also liked about this movie? That they look dirty. Because, you know, all the time you watch fucking Westerns and everybody looks so clean and they have perfect teeth and perfect skin and their clothes are clean. Like, no. Like, in the Western days, these people were filthy. Like, they weren't bathing. Like, they were living out in the desert all covered in dust. They was hot and sweaty. And, like, the way that they filmed this shit, these people look disgusting. Except for, like, Denzel Washington, who looks like he bathes. And Red Feathers looks like he bathes also. But all the whites look dirty. And I applaud you for that, Anton Fuqua. He did a lot of, like, little touches that I just know that a white director would not have done. Y'all foodies put me on to something new. I'd be looking for something different. There are no slaves in the Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven is set post-slavery, post-Civil War. Western, like when the West was expanding, gets conflated. I'm responding to you, Wanderlust. Wanderlust wrote, I don't really watch Westerns. I'm getting slavery era vibes, though. Maybe I'm thinking about Django. I want to say that, like, Western time era, whatever you want to call that, is often, like, conflated with, like, slavery times. Even though, like, the expansion out to the West was, like, after slavery. And there were actually quite a few black cowboys, like Buffalo Soldiers, and also Mexicans. Like, all that shit, that Western shit that we watch that seems like it's, like, happening at the same time as slavery, or, like, where all you see is, like, white people, that shit is, like, really historically inaccurate. Really historically inaccurate. There were, like, a lot of Chinese Americans, because the Transcontinental Railroad that, like, expanded out west basically was built by fucking Chinese immigrants. There were a lot of freed and or escaped fucking slaves that moved out west to be fucking cowboys, and there were a lot of Mexicans. And there were white people too, but not as many as you would fucking think. Oh, that Roman Pierce Esquire shit, Nick. I didn't see it. He got nominated for an Oscar? I didn't know that. For that? You guys think Brioche? You think Brioche is better than Hala, Monica? I like the Book of Eli. Cheese toast. You never had a baked cheese toast? I have never heard those words together in my life. Oh, Fences? He got nominated for Fences? Fences or the Roman piercing? Hi, Warren. Never seen Lord of the Rings? Justin, don't watch The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, they just put it on Netflix. Great movie. Amazing movie. One of my favorite movies. One of like the best movies of all time, seriously. Really just a groundbreaking work. Like the artistry of the film is amazing. It can't be denied. Cheese toast is just a grilled cheese, right? Well, that was last year. It's nominated for something this year. Oh, you're 6 minutes in? I'm 17 minutes and 26 seconds in. You are behind. But I don't know how far behind the chat I am, so I don't know. I could never get into Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Whenever I hear Slytherin, Hufflepuff, I just stay in my lane. Like, y'all know I'm a little Potterhead, so there's that. Eggs without cheese, vomits. Get out. You gotta go. Anyone here knows some companies that sell edible lavender oils? No, I've never heard of that. White Bear is so good. Tyler, they're not mine. Car seats aren't mine. They're my friends. They're my friends that I sometimes babysit my friends' kids, Tyler. So I have her car seat. I be having her car seats in my car. They're not mine though. Gala Walkers. Gala Walkers. It's called Gala Walkers. Okay, let me pause it. I'm pausing it because I see people asking for time checks, and I know I'm like way behind this chat, so I just paused it. I paused it at 1907. 1907 is where I am. Denzel Washington just introduced himself as Sam Chisholm. White Bear really fucked me up. Eggs with a sprinkle. Cheese not sliced. Cheese toast in the oven. Hi, Peter. White Bear is my favorite episode of Black Mirror. Cheese toast is basically a grilled cheese. Yeah, if y'all are like behind me, you can keep watching. When I get to the end of this chat, I'm gonna play, and hopefully we're a little bit more together. Cheese toast is grilled cheese in non-sandwich form. Cheese toast is like grilled cheese. I thought that White Bear was so crazy out the gate. Me and my partner were like, what the fuck? Is she really being punished if she can't remember? That's what we were talking about last Beast Bake, Justin, when we were talking about it. Like, she doesn't even know what she's being punished for, so what's even the point? It's really just to, like, fucking torment her. Like, that's the whole reason. The Long Kiss Goodnight. Samuel Jackson is an old school fave. Oh, that's what's her name? From The Fly. In A League of Their Own. Gina. Fuck is her name? And she's an assassin. I used to watch that movie a lot. That used to be my shit, too. I like everything violent. Grilled cheese. Cheese toast with jelly. You see how y'all just go too far? Ew. Ew. I made garlic bread with cheese in the oven, but not cheese toast. I love toasted grilled cheese sandwiches. No, cheese toast and grilled cheese are different. My favorite Black Mirror episode is either White Bear or San Junipero. I feel like San Junipero was kind of overrated. I don't know why people like it so much. I think Hang the DJ was better than San Junipero. Like, I think people like San Junipero because people are afraid of death. And San Junipero offers, like, this idea of a reality where you can, like, upload your consciousness into this system and be, like, happy forever with a partner. People like that concept. Like Tuck Everlasting or Twilight. People fuck with that concept. But I thought it wasn't that great. Cheese eggs are life. I don't have any shredded cheese with me though, unfortunately. Nah, I'm really particular and like weird about my food though. Like I have really weird taste. Like I don't eat a lot of things. I love food and I can like, and I try different things and I love going to restaurants and like, I'm not that person that's like, I don't eat that, I don't eat that, I don't eat that. But I will grill the shit out of the waiter. Like, how do they cook it? What's in it? Da 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 da. But not in a rude way. I'm always polite to my servers. I just like to know. Because there is a lot of stuff I don't like. And it's also because like when I was younger, I used to like eat really bad, right? Like really shitty. And then I noticed like, oh, when I eat certain things, I feel shitty. Like when I eat cheese, I get like stomach aches afterwards. Or like when I drink milk, I get like stomach aches afterwards when I like eat white bread or certain types of like white like bleached grains that's like full of like sugar and like all this different type of shit. Like, oh, I feel like shit afterwards. So then I just like stopped eating a bunch of shit. Like I don't really eat meat like that because I noticed like after I ate meat it like made me want to puke. So I only eat like fish really and poultry. Like I cut out, I don't eat pork, I don't eat red meat. Like, and I'm trying to like work my way up to like not eating fucking chicken anymore because I'm losing my taste for chicken also because it's so hard to find like chicken that's not all super fucking processed and tastes like shit. So anyways, I say all that to just say like I'm really particular about my food and that's why. But I still like love some candy. Like I will fuck up some candy, but just not as often. Okay, I'm way behind this chat. Okay, I'm trying to get to the end of the chat. I'm still paused at 1907. So if any of you catch up and get to 1907, pause. I had the bomb sourdough grilled cheese sandwich last week for lunch. What about pizza? I don't eat pizza. Don't eat pizza. Same thing. I used to eat it, and then I realized every time after I ate it, I felt crappy, so stopped eating it. I don't really eat a lot of bread. I'm not a big bread eater. And I don't eat cheese, and I don't really eat meat, so, and it's, like, the grease, and, like, A lot of people think I would be a vegan. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm vegan. I am not vegan. Like, I eat all the, like, not all the meats, obviously, but, like, the processed foods and the sugars and the meats I do eat, but I'm just aware. Surely you put cheese on pizza. I don't eat pizza. I'm going to do it again this week. Grilled cheese sandwiches are so slept on. I love the long kiss goodnight. Slices of cheese melted on toast. I like to add Worcestershire sauce. Where are you from? Are you London crew? That sounds like some London shit. People in London be eating. We've already had this conversation on Bees Big. I don't know what y'all be eating over there across the pond. Cheese toast with jelly. Say what now? Do I have a favorite film? I like so many movies. That'd be really hard. That's just nasty. I had to pay a subscription for Bounce TV for Fios. You can get it free if, ooh, I could feel that sneeze come in. Sorry, guys. You can get it free if you get a digital antenna. You'll pick it up. I mean, I'm not mad that you can pay for it because they have a great block of programming and I'm sure they, like, need money, but it's awesome. They're, like, awesome. No. Grape jelly with cheese toast. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Bounce is good. I think that's the channel with the black independent films. It's a black-owned independent channel that I didn't know you could pay for it to have it on cable. I thought you could only pick it up. That's good for them. I'm behind, but this is intense. Hi, Gucci. I see you. LOL, the whites look dirty. I'm just saying. Next thing I want to try is birthday cake style pancakes. I love the long kiss goodnight. What is fat cooks? Fat cooks with some jam is my current mood right now since we talk about food. Are you going to do Audre Lorde and Hidden Figures? A lot of people have suggested her. February is coming, Black History Month, and you guys know I like to try to do daily videos, Hidden Figures, so might do Audre Lorde. Weren't Mexicans the first cowboys? Yeah, and a lot of words that we associate with, like, cowboy lexicon is like actually white people butchered fucking Spanish, like buckaroo, which is like vaquero, like, because white people. The Lone Ranger was allegedly based on Bass Reeves. I've read that before. Who was black? Who was a black cowboy? I do not like ramen. I never liked it, even as a child. To me, it smells like piss. It's just something about it reminds me of eating piss noodles. That's just really the only way I can fucking describe it, which I know sounds like what. I love brioche. I feel so sophisticated eating it. I love The Hobbit. I've actually seen The Hobbit. Oh, no. People forget about the original black cowboys, such as Bill Pickett and Nat Love. Brioche rolls with turkey and provolone cheese. I mean, I don't eat provolone cheese, but that sounds good. The Fifth Element movie is dope. Yeah, that's true. Oh, somebody got blocked? I see blocked here. Somebody got blocked? Oh, are you saying because what I said about the cheese jam thing? Yeah. Hi, Victoria. We're watching Magnificent Seven, but I have it paused on 1907 because some people were behind, and I was also way, way behind the chat, so I'm catching up. Who doesn't like eggs and cheese? I don't. My precious. My own. My very own. Dobby is from Harry Potter, but I still like the idea of Dobby saying precious in Gollum's voice. Cheese eggs are horrible, Kenneth. We are in agreement. I don't really like omelets. Yeah, I'm like, I know it's called Gallo Walkers. Like, I know what it's called. Gina Davis! Justin, I knew you would know. Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson, that's my movie. Brooke. Yeah, Gina Davis. That's it. Who said cheese toast with jelly so I could block? I don't think I'd like to live forever. I don't think I'd like to live forever either. Can we talk about how whack sauce mild cheddar cheese is? Yeah, and the DJ is better than San Junipero. I'm really glad both episodes have gay lesbian representation, though. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't eat cheese anymore. I may have it every once in a while on some rolled tacos. I made that grilled cheese with mild cheddar and it was good, but now I know it's all about sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah, sharp cheddar cheese is where it's at. Hi, Umi. I would get bumps whenever I would fuck with dairy. Me when I got a little money after paying bills and rent. Yup, I guess that's sharp cheddar. Yeah, that's why I'm a vegetarian now. Yeah. Right, I don't want to live forever and outlive your loved ones. That sounds miserable. Yeah, okay, I'm going to play it because I think I'm almost to the end. I can, like, see where the thing is. So I'm going to hit play, 1907, play. I eat a lot of shrimp and ground turkey. I've grown tired of chicken. I call myself trying to be vegetarian, but it doesn't stick. I just cut down on how much meat I eat. I've eaten cheeseless pizza before, just sauce, meat, and mushrooms. Londoners eat baked beans for breakfast while we eat cake and dessert. Donuts and pancakes and waffles and shit, right? I started getting my meats from Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. There is a difference in the quality. There is. I started buying my turkey bacon from Trader Joe's, and I also get my teriyaki tofu from there. You guys remember the teriyaki, when I was talking about the teriyaki tofu and another beef bake, and you really do notice a difference. Chicken is so versatile. I moved back home and my family clowned me for eating ground turkey. But everything you can do with like ground beef or what you can do with like ground turkey or ground chicken. Chicken and turkey, I mean, they don't really taste the same, but in a lot of ways they're like interchangeable. For those of you that want quality meat, just visit your local farmer's market. Not everywhere has farmer's markets, though. And it's winter now, so... Been thinking about trying jelly toast and bacon sandwich. Yeah. Jelly toast with turkey bacon and scrambled eggs sandwich. Mwah, it's delicious. It's cheaper not eating meat, too. More than likely held to a higher quality standard than grocery stores. Chicken is versatile, but I just get tired of it. I'm bodybuilding, so chicken is the main go-to. I rarely buy my meat from the store. I always get it from my farmer's market. Hi, Jordan. Word, I didn't know you bodybuild. I do strongman, so I'm bodybuilding adjacent. Y'all funny. I'm cutting right now, shedding about 20 to 30 pounds. Piss noodles, that's just what they made me think of. I don't know. But I'll settle for revenge. That's like the perfect answer. Like, I seek righteousness, but nigga, I'll take some revenge. Oh Lord, I've seen that life. It ain't easy. Bless you. Hi, Kimberly. I love real Japanese ramen with the egg and chicken. I'm also weird about the texture of my food also. So like ramen noodles and like angel hair pasta, like thin noodles, anything mushy, anything shaky. So like yogurt, jello, flan. I don't want it. And that's how my father is. Like, that's where I got that from. Bag ramen is so nasty, but the cup is good. Help me, I'm trying to shed 30 pounds for graduation. You have a show coming up, or do you bodybuild as a hobby? Justin, you better share them tips. You bodybuild, but you be eating all that fat shit. Or are you not eating the fat shit now because you're bodybuilding now? Piss noodles up my ass off. I can kind of see why people smell that. Hi, hello. Yeah, we're watching the remake, Real Trini. What do I think about Get Out being nominated for 4 Oscars? I mean, white people loved it, so that doesn't surprise me. I just do it as a hobby. I won't enter a contest just because you got to be barefoot on stage. Yes, you don't like feet, this whole feet thing. My aunt used to be a professional bodybuilder. Competitive. I'm like, professional is not the right word. Competitive. She was like a competitive bodybuilder. I'll eat ramen with fried hot sausage. Magic Man. Kill my brother. Would you like to see another magic trick? Hi, Bushy Brows. Seafood is disgusting and shrimp are roaches of the sea. Don't at me. I mean, shrimp are scavengers. I'm not going to deny that. And like most shellfish are. But that's what makes them delicious. Like... That's what makes them delicious. And I will not feel ashamed of that. Did you get a chance to be a Potterhead when it was popular? Were you allowed to watch it at home? I'm 23 and just finished it. I feel like I missed out on childhood. I mean, if you're only 23, then... Yeah, you did. You were too young. You were kind of too young for the Harry Potter wave. So, I was in like elementary school when the first Harry Potter book came out. So, I was like I was like the target audience. So, I like grew up with Harry Potter. I'm like one of those Potterheads that like grew up with Harry Potter. Because I was in elementary school when the first Harry Potter book came out. I was going through like a Hello Witch phase that I never came out of, that I'm still in as an adult. And I remember like the Scholastic Book Fair came to my school, and they had the first Harry Potter book. It had like just came out, but it wasn't like a big deal yet. It was just like a book. And I was in my witch phase, and Harry was on the cover of the book on a broom. And I could really remember being like, ooh, he's on a broom. He's like a witch or something. And so I went home, I begged my mom for the money because it was like $17 for the hardcover, which asking for $17 in elementary school. That's a lot of money. My mom gave me the money, and I bought it, and I read it, and I like loved it. I got obsessed, and then I gave it to my mom, and my mom read it and loved it, and she got obsessed. And then my grandmother put me on the Scholastic, like the list, the mailing list, so that every summer, because they came out every summer in July, because Harry's birthday's in July. So every summer they would come out and they would send them in the mail directly to my house. And I would just like sit there and like read the whole thing. And then when the movie started coming out, me and my mom went to go see the movies. We saw the first one. We saw it at midnight. We like went and saw it at midnight. That's like my childhood. We're watching Magnificent Seven. Hi. Only ever eat cheese when I have a sub. Sharp cheddar is the only way to eat cheese. Fat Cooks is South African fried bread used to either eat for breakfast or you can eat it with curry. It's like between a donut and a pancake. Oh, wow, I've never heard of that. Fat Cooks. Let me screenshot that. Fat Cooks. Fat Cooks. Ew. I eat like an old Southern person. I eat gizzards, sardines, and liver. Why? The only seafood I like are crabs. Time frame? 27/19. 27/19. 27/19. Ground turkey instead of beef and tacos is so much better tasting, like OMG. I'm sorry, but y'all saying Fat Cooks, but I automatically say something else, SMH. What's that? What do you mean? LOL, I'm so passionate about my disgust of seafood. Whatever you do, do not get 99% ground turkey ever. That is so dry and gross. I like my food dry. I like my meat dry. That's why I like turkey. If you go to localharvest.com, it will help you find your local farmers market. Some folks still have them in the winter, depending on where you live. Also, they may be growing in greenhouses. Oh, well, so for you guys that want to check, localharvest.com. Wisconsin? You live in Wisconsin? In Wisconsin, we have Trader Joe's, Fred Meyer, and Whole Foods. I don't know where to go for veggies and meats. The farmer's market could be in a building during the winter. I'm 5'11"-ish. I'm like 5'11" and a half. I'm like 6 feet on a good day. Good night, Robichaux. I love this food talk. Hi, Dead Man Animations. Texture is the reason I can't do guacamole or avocado. People think I'm crazy. Nope. I don't eat guacamole or avocados either. I don't like the taste, but I don't really like the texture of an avocado either. I hate the texture of a mango also. I hate mangoes. I also hate the taste. People be like, oh my God, I love mangoes. They're so delicious. And they taste like, and I'd be like, ew. They taste disgusting and they have the consistency of rotting meat. Like, to cut a mango is like rotting meat. It's like, it's rotting meat. Like, I can't. I don't know how people eat it. Mm-mm. Me too. Everybody thinks I'm weird when I say this mushy, jiggly stuff. I just can't. I went through a phase where I stopped eating pork altogether. I don't know. It just started tasting nasty to me. I eat some now, but barely. Yeah, I don't like pork. I don't like the taste. Do I like sushi then? I like sushi, but I don't eat it because it's so bad for the environment. Like the practices and the overfishing, and it's one of the, like I was talking about in my other video, like it's one of those things that I just like, good faith can't do anymore. I might have sushi maybe like once a year. Or if I'm gonna have it, I try to like go to one of those places that's like quote unquote sustainable, but even then. Bodybuilders eat for muscle growth. Sometimes they be eating any and everything. No fat stuff right now since I'm on a cut. I hate all my fat foods at Thanksgiving. Or ate? You ate them? You said hate. Oh, somebody got timed out or blocked. Oops. You a bounty hunter? I like seafood. Laughing my ass off. Roaches of the sea, I'm dead. Salmon is the bomb. Seafood is life. Okay, I hate the whole argument that what something eats makes it good or bad. I mean, pigs will eat anything. Like, they'll eat garbage. Like, people eat pork. People will eat pork but not eat shrimp. I'm not talking about you, Brooke, specifically. But I've heard people that, like, love bacon and, like, ham be like, I'm not going to eat shrimp. They eat, like, shit from off the bottom of the ocean. I'd be like, you do know what pigs eat, right? Pigs will eat their own shit. They'll eat anything. Wasn't Snatch the movie where they, like, cut the people up and, like, gave them to the pigs to eat to, like, get rid of the murder? What movie was that? Yeah, they changed it. They changed it from block to hide. But I think it's still block. Because when I block people from the comment section on the regular channel, it doesn't say block, it says hide. So I guess they just maybe changed it on the live stream to make it more uniform. But it's weird. Okay, we're not going to do this, LOL. Seafood is so nasty, I can't. Tamara, you are hilarious. Plants eat poop, literal poop. Ever heard of manure mulch? So folks should calm down about shrimp or scavengers. Your spinach has poop in it. I also liked that this version of Magnificent Seven had Billy Rocks, who's Chinese, because there were a lot of fucking Chinese Americans. Look at how dirty these white people look. They're so dirty. Which phase? Avocado is nasty. Can't tell me otherwise. My dad wouldn't let me read the Harry Potter books for school. Then he turned around and watched the first movie and said he loved it. Love yourselves. Leave the sea roaches alone. Love my ass off. I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, so I was told that shrimp, crabs, and lobsters were roaches of the sea all the time. Well, I'm from Washington, D.C., and I grew up eating Maryland crabs, so bring on that motherfucking crab poop. I don't give a fuck. You have to add avocados to something. I love them in salads, but not by themselves. Prisoner of Azkaban was my favorite. You know, for a long time, Prisoner of Azkaban was my favorite too. But I have to say that these days, I think that it's The Half-Blood Prince. I really do love that movie. Woo! You did. Stabbed you right in the heart. That's what you get. $17, anything over $5. He killed him, right? What the hell? $17, anything over $5 in elementary school was breaking the bank unless it was school supplies. Wasn't allowed to read, watch Harry Potter because it was demonic. Well, I didn't grow up in no religious ass households. I mean, even though, like, I used to spend every summer with my grandmother, who was a minister, a Christian minister, but she's very open-minded. She didn't give a fuck. I loved Harry Potter. I read the books, and I would try to watch the movies, but my mom didn't allow me to, so I had to, like, sneak and watch them. Like, why would your parents not allow you to read Harry Potter? Like, what about Harry Potter is demonic? I don't understand. That's wild to me that people be, like, so deep into that shit. Like, I was not raised that way at all. And I used to be in church every Sunday. I used to literally spend entire summers with my grandmother, who was a minister, but she was never like, you guys can't watch this or read that because fucking Jesus freaks. No offense to y'all parents and shit like that, but that shit's weird. Sorry. I also like the Half-Blood Prince. Gizzard and hot sauce with a roll. Oh, wow. Y'all are some niggas. Right? I don't want to just hide people. Where's the power in that? I want to mod with an iron fist, damn it. Ha! Y'all silly! Southern eating is good. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. I need to start at some point. I remember someone on Tumblr was like, slavery's over. Y'all don't have to eat chitlins anymore. Have me in tears. I saw that too. I have a friend, Lauren, that eats like gizzards and liver. And She likes eating those like bloody like meats because apparently they're really good for you. They have a lot of iron and stuff. But bitch, I'll just take some iron pills. Like, I'm good. It's 2018. Hi, Sojourner. Oh, localharvestdo.org? Localharvest.org? Localharvest.com? Look it up, y'all. Localharvest.org. Localharvest.org. Okay. Localharvest.org. I kind of lost interest in the Harry Potter franchise after the Goblet of Fire, but I made myself finish them all. That's when they got good. So you must not like the dark tone that they end up taking. I mean, the first four books and movies, like, I love them in their own way, especially that very first movie and that very first book, because it's just about, like, the school and the magic, and it's, like, very cheerful, and even, like, the color palette is, like, lots of reds and yellows. It's very bright, burgundies, like, the Gryffindor colors are, like, burgundy and gold. But then as, like, the series goes on, it starts getting, like, more dark, and you start seeing more focus on, like, Voldemort and stuff like that. The color palette changes. It's, like, more greens and blues, more cooler tones instead of warm tones. The settings change, like, beaches and forests. And it's supposed to, like, represent, like, growing up. Like, the transition to adulthood and how things can't stay bright and sunny. I appreciated it. I loved when Harry Potter got dark. That's my type of shit. Yeah, I'm tall. 6 foot in Timbs. I'm probably 6 foot in Timbs also. Yes, I cannot do the texture of mango at all. Cutting mangoes is a fucking trip. I only eat frozen mangoes in smoothies. Nah, y'all can keep that. I don't like yogurt or jello or queso. Jello is nasty. OMG, mangoes are life. Mangoes and peaches are my fave stone fruit thus far. I don't like peaches either. I don't really like a lot of fruit. And I think that's just because I didn't eat enough fruit growing up. Pig stickers. Oh, good. We got a Mexican. This guy's a dick. I wouldn't be vegan on that fruit life if I didn't have a juicer. Ew. Mango with salt and pepper. Eating a mango is like eating slime. Eating a mango is like eating fucking slime. I hate pudding. I don't like the way it feels on my tongue. I don't either. Used to eat yogurt for the consistency, but I don't... For the protein, but I don't care for the consistency. I used to use plain Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. Chickens eat anything. You could feed a chicken anything. Turkeys eat anything. Pigs were eating walkers on Walking Dead. Exactly, they'll eat anything. Pigs will eat corpses if they have to. Yeah, like many animals eat anything. That's what omnivores do. Yup, it was Snatch. Right, I'm like, pigs will eat fucking anything, bro. Oh, there was also that show. They had that as a plot on, what was it? Maybe Criminal Minds? Criminal Minds? Where the guy, it was like Saw. The guy had like built the fucking maze in like a warehouse he owned, and he was like kidnapping people off the street, like homeless people, and making them like go through the maze in the warehouse to like prove that they wanted to live, and then he would like let them go. And if they died in there, he would like feed them to the pigs. And he had all these shoes. He had like so many pairs of shoes in a trunk. That was like all the people that he fucking killed in there and fed to the pigs. It was like 20 or 30 people. That's why I can't do pork like I used to either. They did it on The Walking Dead. How do you eat Jello? They still put gelatin in it. I don't eat Jello. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. I have nothing against Chris Pratt, but I feel like I see him too much, and this white girl's giving me Jennifer Lawrence. I get tired of seeing the same faces all the time. I don't even know the name of this white girl, so this white girl is definitely not Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not saying you said that she was, but she's definitely not Jennifer Lawrence, and she's definitely not even giving me Jennifer Lawrence vibes because I don't even know who this bitch is, and I haven't even seen her anything since this movie. But Chris Pratt is definitely overused. But I liked him in this movie more than in anything else I've seen him in recently. Because he was almost like kind of not a villain, but he was an antagonist in this shit. He was like antagonizing people. That was an episode of Criminal Minds. Yes, a man used his pigs to eat the bodies of the people he killed. No, it was Snatch. Yeah, it was Snatch and then Criminal Minds. I don't play video games like I used to. I don't have a system anymore. I used to have an Xbox 360, but I don't have it anymore. I go for chicken, ostrich, and buffaloes once a month, truth be told. I've heard that buffalo is like really good for you. Mango with chili is flames. You guys should try mango chow. Green mango with salt and pepper. OMG. Same here, but I only eat bison once a month. Mango with chili is superb. I feel like pigs eating corpses should make me hesitant to eat pork, given the very real chance of indirect cannibalism, but ... I'm not saying bushy brows. I'm not saying that he's Chinese in real life. I think he is Korean in real life, but I feel like in the movie, I'm pretty sure they call him Chinese in the movie, or like Oriental or something like that. Like I'm almost 90% sure that he's supposed to be playing like a Chinese American in the movie, not in real life. Love eating roach scampi. Love eating roach scampi. You're hilarious. Pigs are actually relatively clean in the wild. I know they're clean and super duper smart, but they'll still eat anything. Like Tamara said, most animals will still eat anything. They don't have standards. Like, I'm not going to eat that. They will eat it. Laugh my ass off. Seren said, bring on the motherfucking crab poop. I'm just saying, do you. Damn, this movie is good. I can't keep up with the chat, and I'm tired. That's why I said, I was like, I know I'm going to be behind because this is my movie. This movie was great. This shit was excellent. I feel like it was kind of underrated. I think people maybe saw, like, Chris Pratt definitely and thought it was going to be, like, more of, like, a comedy or something, or I don't know. It was like a serious Western. I'm cautious about eating mango because it seems too sweet, but mango masala is okay. I've seen so many people saying that they put all these spices on their mangoes. Why? I am going to see Maze Runner Death here. I'm actually going to see it later on today. Y'all know I love Maze Runner. Y'all know that's my shit right there. Maze Runner. I'm going to see it later on today. I'm going to review it. I think I did all three of them. Goblet of Fire was mad when I was younger, but when I rewatch it, it feels like it's so great and that it was so necessary to the story. It was a transition. It was a transition point. Like, because it was the fourth book, fourth movie, so they were about 14 or 15 at that point. That was when they started introducing, like, the relationships with the other students and, you know, all that shit. Seeing kind of like the darker side of magic and shit start getting real. I eat the shit out of some crabs and shrimp now. Have yet to have lobster. Gotta have the Old Bay seasoning. Lobster's overrated, in my opinion. It's good. It has a good taste, but it can be very chewy. The meat of a lobster is a little bit chewier than the meat of a crab. Kind of like more chewy in the sense of like a squid or like calamari, which I don't care for. We're watching The Magnificent Seven. I'm at 44 minutes and 45 seconds. 44 minutes, 45 seconds. My mom was sort of a Jesus freak too, but she still let me watch or read Harry Potter. Religious nut jobs, I stay away from them. You're chewing bacon. Listening to you talk about pigs while chewing bacon. I'm dying. I can't eat lobster because my husband is allergic. And I want him to kiss me, y'all. My daddy was so heavy on the magic shit. One time he threw out lamb chops and hush puppy toys we had because lamb chops did a magic trick on the show. It's weird. It's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Why? Why? Like, what? I don't understand. It's weird. Like, why do people, like, what do they feel? I don't know. I really can't understand it. The last thing God would be worrying about is Harry Potter. Well, to be fair, Prisoner of Azkaban was my introduction to the series. I went back and read The Sorcerer's Stone and The Chamber of Secrets and was hooked. That's not a bad introduction if you're going to get introduced to Harry Potter through Prisoner of Azkaban. Especially if you watch the movie. You can watch Prisoner of Azkaban as a standalone movie because that's the only movie that does not have Voldemort or even, like, any mention of, like, the Voldemort coming to power, like, coming back to power story. Like, Prisoner of Azkaban is almost like a standalone movie and a standalone book. It's just about Harry and, like, his parents and his family members. My aunt told her children that Santa didn't exist when they were 4 or 5 because she felt like it would take away from Jesus. I'm like, why? I love the Goblet of Fire, all those tournaments they had to do, and that maze at the end. Goblet of Fire is my fave. Iron Pills, I'm dead. Please tell me I'm hallucinating. So am I. Y'all having a group hallucination. And I love that they depicted how scared they are of red feathers. It's 6 of them. And they terrified. This is how white people really be. Scared as hell. Half-Blood Prince was my least favorite book because it seems like a bunch of nothing happening until the end. Guess I just didn't understand it at the time. I was only 12 when it came out. Oh my god, so much was happening. So much was happening with the rise of the Dark Lord. You speak Comanche. My mom originally let me read the Harry Potter books, but then when she got into church, she made me get rid of them and burn my Magic the Gathering cards. She made you burn them? Listen. I don't know. I'm glad you guys survived. I have several livers in my freezer right now. I would just eat some spinach for iron, not no bloody meat. What was wrong with Barney? I feel like Harry Potter gets super dark after Chamber of Secrets. I know the logo got darker with each movie. You ain't gotta tell me. My mom been doing the most. Swears that everything that involves fun and entertainment is a straight path to hell, as if she follows everything in the Bible. But why? I don't understand why. It's weird. Harry Potter's plot didn't start till Prisoner of Azkaban, which was right when those color palettes got darker. Wow, that's so true. The colors, how you describe them. Even when you watch the films, you see that. I never thought about it that way. You guys know I'm, like, really into the cinematography and, like, the artistic direction of, like, movies. And all that should be having meaning. Like, the colors, the color schemes, the photography, the way that should be shot, the music, the lighting. All that shit has meaning. I said Red Feathers. Lord, his name is Red Harvest. I live in Austin, Texas, and queso is as common as ketchup here. Dang, no queso. That's what it was. It got dark, which surprises me because I love dark stuff. My fave genre is horror and whatnot, but I don't know, after Goblet of Fire, I was just like, meh. I watched The Magicians. I've read The Dresden Files. I didn't like it. I haven't read The Magicians, but I watched the show. Thank you, Rachel. Seren, I like your Freddy Krueger sweater, LOL. I love Freddy Krueger. Dream Warriors is my shit. When it came to the movies, I had to sneak and watch them with my friends. I had mine. I love Harry Potter for its darkness and everything about it. Never really read the books, but I've seen all the movies and get into rabbit holes on the wiki pages. Oh yeah, my snowman. Can't stop the snowman. I used to love some yogurt, but I started getting a lot of mucus from it, so I had to stop that. I mean, I know people that like it for, like, the probiotics and shit, but... And yeah, all dairy products, like yogurt and cheese, and especially, like, 100% milk, they do increase your mucus production, and they thicken up your mucus as well. So, like, if you have a cold, I've been seeing people that have colds, like, drinking milk. I'd be like, that's just going to make your cold worse. Because it's going to thicken your mucus and cause you to produce more of it. Like, eat oranges and drink water. Why are you drinking that milk? but whatever. Pigs need to practice some self-love. Silly. Y'all are goofy. I'm absolutely fine with fried roaches of the sea and roaches of the sea with linguine or roaches of the sea kebabs. Roach scampi, as somebody else said. Roach Alfredo, all that. I have the first True Detective book, but I have not read it yet, and I have never seen the show. Goose eggs. I heard that goose eggs are better than chicken eggs. Duck eggs are too. They just have more protein, but they are huge. I was just about to say, I've heard that goose eggs are enormous, like ginormous. I'm watching Magnificent Seven with Denzel. They're just getting to the town. Let me pause it. I'll give you guys a time check. They're just getting to the town. I'm at 51:44, 51:54, I think, because the Amazon Prime time thing is like weird. 51:54, I think. They're just now getting to the town. Ostrich burgers have a high pH level and boost your iron. This lady on my job owns ducks and geese, and their eggs are huge. No, we are not watching Hateful Eight. We're watching Magnificent Seven. I was like, we're watching Magnificent Seven. Not the Hateful Eight, not the Ridiculous Six. We're watching the Magnificent Seven. I co-signed the lobster shit. Overrated. Used to be prison food. Capitalism is a trip. SMH. When I get a house, I will raise chickens and ducks. I know somebody that raises chickens. She has like 3 or 4. And she gives eggs away all the time, which is cool. You have to have space. You have to have a lot of space, though. Yeah, lobster did used to be poor folk food, but America flipped that. On the religious issue, my mom is religious, but she has this saying that God gave you, human beings, a brain for a reason, meaning don't follow anyone blindly and question everything. Yeah, that's how my grandmother is too. But I think that's also because, like, most of my family is, like, Jehovah's Witness. Except for my grandmother and my one aunt that they, like, became Christians. And then my grandmother specifically became a minister. So my grandmother's like the odd one out. She's like the black sheep for like not being a Jehovah's Witness, because Jehovah's Witnesses have like a lot of like really specific rules, which we've talked about on this channel. So I kind of think like that just led to my grandmother being like, just let everybody do what they want to do. Like, Jesus just wants us all to do what like makes us happy. Jesus don't want us lording over other people. Like, just chill and do what you want. Also, yeah, I feel like the Magnificent Seven was really underrated too. Of course, I was there for the diverse cast. Would have loved some women of color, but whatevs. I mean, really, the fucking redhead chick is the only woman we even see. And then we see, like, the prostitutes. I was just happy that there was no... well, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I'm just going to say, regarding Denzel Washington's backstory, which is revealed at the end, I'm just glad that there was no flashbacks shown. He just describes it. I guarantee if we had not had a black director, if we had had a white director, there would have been a full flashback scene, and I would not have been here for that. Hi, don't touch my hair. You know he did. I wasn't allowed to go trick-or-treating growing up. That's religious parents for you. No. My mom was, like, very into all that shit. Like, we dressing up, we going trick-or-treating. She thinks it's sad when, like, kids don't go trick-or-treating. Like how kids don't really go that much anymore nowadays in the neighborhoods. They like take the kids to shops or malls or amusement parks, stores. We used to like hit them streets. Bye, niggas. My mom had us in Bible study in church every Sunday, but she was not a religious freak. Same here. I'm like not religious. I'm not an atheist. I acknowledge a higher power in this spiritual world. Half-Blood Prince I really like too. I love the introduction and mention of the Horcruxes. It's what made Deathly Hallows great. There was like, I don't know what type of drugs Joe was on, but there was like some serious like world building and like backstory and like mad shit going on. So are we not going to address that fake deer? That's nothing. My homeboy mother used to throw holy water on us for sinning. I don't know. Like when people be on Twitter with like love God and I love Jesus in my like in their bios, like you feel your love for God like that deeply in your heart. I mean, good for you, I guess, but like I can't relate. Like everything doesn't have to be about God and Jesus. It's weird. To the expense of like letting people enjoy shit. Making people burn, oh, you gotta burn your cards and like no Harry Potter. Like that's really intense. It's really intense. I'm not religious, but I love learning about different types of religion. I feel like a lot of people like use that religion to like fill a hole inside of them. Instead of like figuring out what that is about. They just like latch on. That's how people get into them cults and shit. HP was something I could rewatch now. And everything that I once unappreciated I appreciate a lot more. Like, HP was brilliant. No, Harry Potter was brilliant as fuck. Hi, Soybeans. I see you. I blocked him, real Trini. I'm glad I survived too, but I still think about how well I'd be surviving now. Considering the value of some of those original Magic the Gathering cards. Oh. Okay, young Jeezy, LOL, can't stop the snowman. USDA approved. I wish I knew why parents do what they do. Just like that thing with kids not being able to say someone lied. Telling stories, a lie is a lie. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means, Justin. I don't know what you're saying. Just eat some kimchi for probiotics. Speaking of Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows, who in this chat is going to help me hunt for Donald Trump's Horcruxes? I'm done with you, Umi. Sorry, I'm watching the movie. Oh, good. We got ourselves a Mexican. Had a friend who was scared of horror movies. Something about inviting spirits into your home when you watch them. I told her, okay, girl, I was raised to believe Christianity, but that was a bit much for me. I mean, like, I don't like watching movies that are about possessions, as you guys know. Like Insidious and shit like that. Because I believe in possessions. But I wouldn't tell somebody else, like, not to watch that shit. Or if I had a child that was into it, I wouldn't force them not to watch. Like, people got to make their own decisions for themselves also. Like, just because I feel a certain type of way doesn't mean that, like, I have the right to, like, tell some other person what to do. Like, and it's not so extreme, like, to the point where, like, if I go over somebody's house and they have a fucking Insidious DVD, I'm so offended that I have to leave. Or, like, we got to take this shit out back and burn it. Like, that's so intense. No, it's not. I'm the only one? Okay. JK did a great job at tying everything together, like speaking parcel mouth, the Horcruxes, all of that. Like, you'd never think she started out typing in a hotel room. Didn't she start out jotting shit down on napkins? Because she was like a waitress, right? She was like a struggling single mom trying to like support her kid, waitressing. And she was like, these like ideas just started coming to her. I heard she like scribbled them on napkins at first before because she didn't even have like a typewriter. My sister did a reading fair project on a Harry Potter book, and when one of her friends came to visit, her friend started going on this rant about how witchcraft was the devil. Waterbug Scampy. Y'all silly. I got 7. Me and my siblings always watch HP movies as well as Lord of the Rings. I love how each and everybody is different and unique at the same time, sharing our life experiences and also our precious time. Yeah, Beast Bake is cool. It's funny when folks compare food they don't like to roaches when folks all around the world eat roaches as a protein source. Like, that's not an insult. Roaches are food too. You know, chocolate-covered crickets are not that bad. I had a bunch of chocolate-covered insects in France. They're crunchy. They're not that bad. Goose eggs are so big, they must be like $6.99 each. My parents never did that, but a lot of my friends' parents did. It's like, why can't a child say someone is lying? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I like this. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to the lies thing. Telling stories or untruths is just setting them up for some sugar. Can you guys explain? Can someone explain this to me, please? What are you guys talking about? The lies thing. I don't know what you're talking about. The tyrannical 10, the ridiculous 6, Destiny's Child, 4, DC 3, Jackson 5. Does she slaughter the chickens? No, she doesn't have. You talking about my friend, right? She doesn't have enough. She only has like I said, 3 or 4 right now. So right now she mostly uses them for eggs. But ultimately, I think she wants to get enough to the point where she can eat them. But to like have livestock and shit like that, it's not like having like a dog or a cat. You have to like have a certain amount of like, I don't know what it is, but whatever. I'll just make something up. Let's say like 1 acre of land for like every chicken or whatever it is for horses, you know, like 10 acres of land to have a horse. So you have to have the space. Exactly, every culture is different. I think roaches are gross and will never touch them, but that's me. People in India think you're a monster if you eat a cow. Different cultures. I would love to go to India and like see the cows roaming the streets, I have to say. You know? Yeah, just not, but not as many, right? You can't have so many. My family are Jehovah's Witness too. Hunter times Hunter. After this, the Dresden. Oh, okay. So after the first book, the Dresden Files gets better. Because I read the first book and didn't like it. I like the Magicians TV show too, but if you read the book, it's clear they're phoning it in. All right. I want to check the books out. Oh, I didn't see The Equalizer. I didn't see The Equalizer. I can't relate. Laugh my ass off. Same. Somebody said there's no... Now that you mention it, there are no black women in superhero movies. Or am I tripping? Viola Davis played Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. Halle Berry played X-Men in Storm. Halle Berry played Storm in X-Men. And then that other girl, whatever her name is, Alex something, played Young Storm. Zoe Kravitz played Angel in the new X-Men. It's not a movie, but the chick Iris is in the Flash show. I love that line. Just if you want to leave, leave. Just don't take anything you didn't bring with you. I don't know if you guys count Blade, but you should. And Boucher Wright, Sanaa Lathan are in Blade. Tessa Thompson in Thor Ragnarok. Kerry Washington in Fantastic Four. How many was that? That was quite a few I just named off the top of my head. So let's you guys can be excited about Black Panther, but let's not act like that's the first superhero movie with black women in it, because it's not. I don't know if you guys want to count the made-for-TV movies, but the one that came on Disney with the black superhero family, what was the name of that one? That had Robert Townsend. We were just talking about that one. Halle Berry played Catwoman. Yes, that counts. Eartha Kitt played Catwoman. Vivica Fox was in Batman and Robin. Up and Away, that's the name of it. Vivica Fox was in Batman and Robin. Fame is a sarcophagus. One syllable words from now on. What's a syllable? Blank Man had Robin Givens. No. Yeah, was it Robin Givens? Who was the chick in Blank Man? Who was the chick in Blank Man? Was it Robin Givens? Like, I've seen a lot of superhero movies. Like, that's my genre of choice. I've been watching that shit for a long time. Like, way before the superhero craze. And there have been a lot of fucking superhero movies made. Like, a lot. Stacey Dash was in Blank. Somebody said Stacey Dash. Was it Stacey Dash or Robin Givens? Oh, Aeon Flux. Yes. Her friend. What was her friend's name? Yes. Steel, Meteor Man. Like, yeah. All those films have black women. There's been a lot of superhero movies with black women. Like, obviously not as many as with fucking white people or white women, clearly. But, like, let's not revise history. I see you guys talking about cults. Jim Jones and his cult. What was the reason Ethan Hawke's character couldn't pull the trigger? Did he have PTSD or something? Yeah, he has post-traumatic stress from the Civil War, from being in the Civil War. It's supposed to be like that he has PTSD and like the noise and like the sound. When you're younger, some parents say that you can't call someone a liar or say that they're lying. You have to say storytelling, storyteller. I think that's what Justin is talking about. Why? I've literally never heard of this in my life. If somebody was lying, like, I was taught to be honest. I was saying that my friends would tell me that their parents wouldn't allow them to call someone a liar or say someone was lying. They would have to say telling stories or untruths instead. Why? That's crazy. Sorry, not crazy. That's wild. I love how it says I have a bad connection. I don't know why. I love how 3 of the founders' possessions got turned into Horcruxes. School teacher, take that hat off your head. Ethan Hawke is so annoyed. I love how 3 of the founders' possessions got turned into Horcruxes, while the last founder's possession got turned into a Horcrux-destroying weapon. I have an aunt who's a minister. I remember when Constantine came out, my mom and all my aunts and uncles went to the movies to see it. She was in the theater about to catch the Holy Ghost. I love Constantine. You guys know that's my movie. I've had friends who couldn't celebrate birthdays, couldn't celebrate Valentine's Day, couldn't watch certain movies or play certain games. Sometimes you just gotta let kids live. I mean, that's like my cousin. Like I said, like my whole family's Jehovah's Witness. And like Jehovah's Witness don't celebrate anything. So like my cousins grew up like no birthdays, like no nothing. The only reason that I that was like my father's side of the family. And so obviously like my mom was like fine with me like celebrating and stuff. But the only reason why I was able to do it was because my grandmother just so happened to become a Christian. Can you guys see me? What you're firing at? In your craw? Get some gravel in your craw? Why does Ethan Hawke look so old? That's the funny shit. Good. I can hit sand, but we need the lead. Wait, I see, where am I? I'm lost. I see it in the, I see the chickens. I see the chickens. I'm talking about the last few Marvel and DC movies. Then you need to say okay, but that's not what you said, just so you know. You said, now that you mention it, there are no black women in any, you put any superhero movies, or am I tripping? And then you followed up with, I'm talking about the last few Marvel and DC movies, which is incorrect because, again, Viola Davis played Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. But I really have a pet peeve. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to pause the movie because I really want to, like, say this. I have somebody that, like, actually really does, like, fuck with, like, comics and, like, fucks with, like, superheroes and, like, superhero movies and the superhero genre. Like I said, like, I love superhero movies and shit. I really have a fucking pet peeve with people reducing the whole entire superhero fucking genre to the last few DC and Marvel movies. I really don't like it. Like, I really have an issue. Especially, like, there are no black women in any superhero movies, or am I tripping? Like, so we really just gonna, like, reduce, like, Blade, X-Men, like, and movies that, like, set the fucking stage. Like, there wouldn't be no fucking current Marvel movies without Blade. There wouldn't be no current fucking Marvel movies without that first set of, like, X-Men movies that came out in, like, what, 2003? Like, there wouldn't be no fucking, like, there wouldn't even be none of what we're watching right now without these, like, older movies that came out before, even going back to, like, Blank Man, Meteor Man, like, the old movies are great, like the old Batman movies with that, like, Tim Burton directed and shit like that. Like, how you just gonna, like, reduce the whole genre to movies that just came out within the last, like, 7 to 10 years and then be like, is it just me, or are there no black women in any superhero movies? Like, no, like, y'all not, like, not to say y'all specifically, but, like, people are not even real fans. Like, y'all are not even real fans of the genre. Like, I'm having, like, a nerd, like, moment. Because, like, people don't even be real fans of the genre, but be, like, wanting to talk. Like, if you're not a fan of the genre and you don't know, that's fine. But then don't talk. Sorry. Like, no. Like, X-Men is a great movie. And I know you guys have decided you hate Halle Berry as Storm, but she was not bad in it. And X-Men 2 was great. It was great. Like, it was great. Like, it was great. Like, Spider-Man 1 and 2 was great. Like, we're talking about shit that came out in, like, the early 2000s. Blade, which came out in, like, 99, was, like, great. Like, Blank Man, which is my shit, was, like, great. Like I said, the first fucking Fantastic Four had Kerry Washington. She was, like, a blind chick dating fucking, The Thing. Like, the fucking Hulk with Ed Norton and fucking Liv Tyler was great. So, like, if all we're talking about is the fucking Marvel and DC movies of the last 7 to 10 years, then say that. Do not say that there have not been any superhero movies with, like, black women or black people, because that's not true. And I just have an issue with, like, revisionist fucking history, especially as someone that, like, really fucks with the genre. Like, what do I think of the culture war going on in comic books right now? I think that the fucking culture has become trash because you have all these people that's really not even fans of the genre, like, overrunning it and, like, running up in it with their bullshit ass opinions. No offense to anybody that's in this chat. Like, people run up writing whole think pieces about shit that they don't even know. Like, they don't even know. Like, they don't even know. Like, y'all don't even know about these movies and about this genre. It's a lot of shit I don't know about. It's a lot of movies I don't fucking watch that I don't have an opinion on. Like, maybe I watch, like, 1 or 2, you know, but, like, come on, stop it. Like, the original Fantastic Four had fucking, fucking Cole from Charmed as fucking MF Doom. Like, I said Vivica Fox and Batman and Robin, Brooke. I named, like, mad people off the top of my head. I was like, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. I was like, Vivica Fox and Batman and Robin. I was like, Halle Berry and fucking Storm. As Storm. Somebody said Halle Berry is Catwoman. I was like, Eartha Kitt is Catwoman. Like, there have been fucking black people in movies, but people haven't seen anything before, like, the MCU. So they don't know. So they just be talking out of the assholes. Like, shh, you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. I'm playing the movie. It's the part where Ethan Hawke is about to, like, go off and, like, kill everything. Well, not kill everything, but he's gonna shoot the shit out of the targets. Goddamn sons of bitches! Apparently, old folks, especially in the country, used to think lie was a bad word to say, so instead they say you're telling a story. Lies? That's weird. I mean, I'll tell a child maybe to say telling a story just because they don't necessarily understand the nature of the word lie. But to say that lie is a bad word, no. Amanda Waller is such a good character, for real, for real. And I love Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She's great. She's amazing. The original was Blade. I mean, Blade 2 with Del Toro? Classic. Pow, pow. That's some fancy shooting. Blade is such a classic. Blade is everything. Viola Davis, Amanda Waller was a badass. Misty Knight. Claire Temple in fucking The Defenders. Alexandra Shipp, that was her name, yeah. Twitter has made me tired of Black Panther. LOL, don't get me wrong. I'm still hyped to see it, but as much as people talk about it, I feel like I've seen it already. Kerry Washington. Most of the people I named were not biracial or light-skinned. Kerry Washington is not biracial or light-skinned. Viola Davis is not biracial or light-skinned. Sanaa Lathan is not biracial or light-skinned. If y'all want to call her light-skinned, that's on you. Vivica Fox is not biracial or light-skinned. The only biracial people that I named were Halle Berry, Alexandra Shipp, who played the same role, and fucking, who else? The chick from fucking The Flash? Who else? Like, no, that's not true. Robin Givens, who was in Blank Man. Her, the black friend from Aeon Flux. Yeah, Disney's Up, Up, and Away. And I named Mbouche Wright from Blade, who is definitely not biracial nor light-skinned. Not foil, so ridiculous now that I think about it. Please, no more remakes. I think that's what folks are most excited about with Black Panther, the melanin. That's a detective from Law and Order Criminal Intent. I didn't know he was in this movie. Y'all funny. Y'all silly. They do not need to make another Blade movie. They could just leave Blade right there alone. Yeah, I know I fucking froze. I'm back now. I saw that it said, Black parents act like liar was a curse word. Not my black parents. I've never heard that. I've never heard that before. Black parents thought liar was a forbidden word. I'm just like SMH. The Kingdom Hall is torture. The Kingdom Hall is torture. The Kingdom Hall is like 7 hours. It is so boring. I used to be in there sleeping. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be like, I'm going to sleep. It's too much. When are we gonna be done? Anyways. I don't know. I wonder if it's a Southern Black thing about kids not being able to call someone a liar. I've really never heard that in my life. Yeah, I had to pause. Y'all made me pause. I was like, listen, cut the shit. People just start at Iron Man. And I love Iron Man. But, like, Iron Man is not the first superhero movie ever made. Like, the old Batman movies are great. Like, the old Superman movies are good. Like, you're gonna put some respect on Blade's name also. And Boucher Wright, who is that bitch in that shit. I said Eartha Kitt is Catwoman, too. That's real. People only know the movies, but they don't know the backstories from the comic books. They just some half-ass fans. I mean, and it's fine to, like, not be a fan, but then, like, shut up. It's weird. Like I said, you have people that have whole careers writing these fucking think pieces and these opinion pieces on, like, the superhero genre, but have not seen a superhero movie prior to fucking Iron Man. They've not seen a superhero movie prior to 2005. At least go back and watch some shit. Thank you. People act like this is new, especially these folks who want woke points. I loved Hallie as Storm. People didn't like her as Storm. The black delegation has decided that they want Angela Bassett as Storm. So you cannot bring up Halle Berry as Storm without Angela Bassett getting brought up. I liked Halle Berry as Storm personally too. I like the first 2 X-Men films, but I don't fuck with the third one. We pretend the third one doesn't exist. Love Maguire, Spider-Man, grew up with him. That's the only Spider-Man as far as I'm concerned. Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man that I acknowledge. X-Men was my shit. I still haven't seen Blade, but it's because I was really, really scared of vampires growing up, terrified. Surprise! That's why I don't say anything about the Marvel and DC superhero movies, comics, TV shows, because I don't know it like that to speak on it, and I know there are people that love it. People just don't want to be fully with the movement unless it's convenient for them. Nah, Sea Roach Scampy! Y'all silly. Blade was great, and the Fantastic Four with Silver Surfer was awesome. We do have black superheroes. Don't know why people keep saying we don't. I quite like what's his name from Attack the Block in Legends of Tomorrow too. What's his name? Not John Boyega, the other one. Yeah, I'm a DC Marvel comic buff thanks to my brother. I always liked the Joker. When I was like 12 or 13, somebody got me like a Joker graphic novel and I just got like hooked on like Batman and DC and Joker stuff. And then I got like into like other types. Oh, I was naming them too fast. I was just off the top of my head, like I know I can think of at least, like I know off the top of my head, I can think of at least 5 black women that have been in superhero films. Like, I know. Oh, and he was Doom. He was Doom. He was Doom. Nichelle Nichols. Oh, got your blood. Catwoman. Somebody just named Catwoman. Catwoman was a standalone movie. Catwoman was a standalone movie. And Black Panther is not a standalone movie about a black woman superhero either. So if that's your beef, then Black Panther is not gonna fucking fix your beef. I love Viola Davis in anything and everything. Most people going to see Black Panther are not comic book fans. I love Viola Davis as anything. The Spawn movie is about a black man superhero. Dope movie and anime as well. Blade 2 is a classic. That shit is a classic. My favorite Blade movie. 1 and 2 are both fucking classics. We pretend that third Blade is just like the third Spider-Man, just like the third X-Men, just like the third Iron Man, Brooke. We do not acknowledge that shit occurred in an alternate universe. Like, we do not. Nah. I have mad respect for folks that know the real when it comes to comics. I want to see a She-Hulk movie. I'm tight Rosario Dawson is not going to be in the new X-Men, New Mutants. It's true, Blade 3 was ruined because the studio was trying hard to make Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel the stars of the film. Ryan Reynolds has had so many chances to become like a superhero like star. Like, he was in Blade 3, which was a flop. He was in Green Lantern, which was a flop. And they still put this man in Deadpool. Like, that shit must be nice. It really must be nice to be a fucking white man. Watching Blade 2, I don't even think Iris is biracial. Watching Blade 2 with the director commentary is good too. Do people even listen to director commentary, or is it just me? I listen to director commentary. I like it. I love extended cuts with director commentary. I think Eartha Kitt is biracial, but you said more black people than biracial people. Oh, I might have a bad connection again. I don't know why. Sophie Okonedo, from that movie with Hotel Rwanda. Yes, and she was great in Aeon Flux too. I liked Aeon Flux a lot. Vincent looks like a chubby Mark Ruffalo. You silly. If you guys can't see me, I'm still here. I don't know why I keep saying I have bad connection. I'm here. They're digging the fucking pit. Let me give y'all a time check. 1:22:03. They're getting the town ready for the fight. Yo, I don't be knowing what y'all be talking about, Crystal. I be like, what are y'all talking about? My mom was very young, though. I had, like, a young mother, so it was like a kid raising a kid. My mom had me when she was, like, 20, so she was not, like, with the shits. I once told my grandma she was lying about something, and she about kicked me out of her house. I washed my mouth after that. Yeah, the first 2 Blades are just like the Nolan Batman trilogy. Just leave them alone. Oh, yeah, I pretend that last Batman Nolan movie don't exist either. I wasn't allowed to LOL. I wasn't allowed to say liar either. I'm from the South. Shout out to your parents and your family. That shit is hella toxic. Teaching kids that lying isn't real. And Boucher Wright is so talented. She should be in more movies. You said there haven't been movies led by black women, and the majority of those actresses weren't superheroes other than Storm. Aside from flop ass Elektra, what superhero movies have we had helmed by a white woman? Wonder Woman, which came out last year, and Elektra. What else? Can somebody tell me of another one? Like, I'm not gonna pretend. Stupid. I mean, there's not enough women's fucking superheroes, period. And it is compounded when you throw race in, as always. But I'm not gonna pretend that, like, I mean, like, number one, superhero genre as it stands right now is a male-driven fucking genre in general. This nigga talking about he heard some voices. He's like, here we go again. Billy's like, here we go again. I just feel like a lot of people are doing a lot of revisionist history to make Black Panther some type of something that it's not. And I'm just going to leave it at that. That's all. And I don't like that because I feel like it downplays the accomplishments of the other movies that came before. And the actresses, the black actresses, like, that have been putting in the work. Like, Black Panther didn't just fall out of the sky either. So let's not fucking downplay the shit that came before. Like, I'm not with that. I didn't ask her to do that. And Boucher Wright is so talented. She should be in more movies. It was basically Jessica Biel playing Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds playing Ryan Reynolds. Wesley deserved better. Fact about the Iron Man movies. The black delegation. I'm just saying, they don't know about the deep lore. If y'all gonna talk about superheroes, don't forget about Nakia Barriers and Karen Ashley, best Yellow Rangers to date. They had a black girl Pink Ranger too. I can't think of her name right now, but they had a black girl Pink Ranger. I had no issue with Halle as Storm or as Catwoman if I had to choose, and if she could act, I would have loved Iman, but Halle was just fine. Yes, I hate the one with Andrew Garfield. Yes, like, why all the Spider-Man reboots, they did Toby dirty. We don't even have to pretend that third movie didn't happen, because thanks to the Days of Future Past movies, Canon Reset, it really didn't happen. Halle keeps getting shitted on for Catwoman, but she did what she could with what she had. It was more like bad writing than acting. I see your comments, Queen Yvonne. Halle was just fine for Storm, no debate. I really loved Halle Berry's Catwoman. Had the video game and everything. I guess I'm in the minority. I liked it for what it was. DC was like, they were doing a lot of like campy stuff for a while. I loved Batman and Robin, which people like hated and thought it was so bad. They were doing a lot of like deliberately campy stuff that people didn't like. It's funny because DC was doing like kind of fun, cheesy, campy shit that people didn't like. So then they like swung it in the opposite direction. My man crossed himself. So then they like swung it in the opposite direction and started doing like ultra hyper realistic, serious, dark, gritty shit. And now people don't like that shit either. I agree the plot was kind of iffy, but I enjoyed the cinematography, and Halle, she sold it. No Blade movie. No Blade movie, no. No Blade movie, no. No. I loved Catwoman, and I thought Halle Berry did a good job. Bogue is coming with his men. Wait, killer makeup. You're gonna have to remind me. We said Eartha Kitt. We said Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. Eartha Kitt as Catwoman was the inspiration for Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman in Tim Burton's Batman. That people love and stand for, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. She modeled it after Eartha Kitt. The rules of thirds for superhero movies for real. Just like the third Godfather. Underworld is a Blade ripoff. Oh, I don't know about that. I fuck with the first Underworld. I kind of like the second one too. I like the mythology that they like made up for the Underworld shit. All Ryan Reynolds does is play different versions of himself in all his movies. I'm over it. I'm really not a Ryan Reynolds fan. The third Blade movie is like a quality imaginary. Hi, Gary. How are you? Ryan Reynolds is overkill. He's annoying and he's not funny in Deadpool. You guys know I didn't like Deadpool either, and I didn't think it was funny. Ryan Reynolds is lucky. However, I did enjoy Just Friends. Oh, I like Just Friends too, but not really from Ryan Reynolds, for the girl, Anna Faris. That was her, right? Chris Pratt's ex-wife. Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. That bitch is hilarious. She's fucking funny. She was also in the Scary Movies, right? That's Anna Faris too. Because white girls don't really be that funny. She's funny. Ryan Reynolds has had so... See? You see he has PTSD. Are you watching? Bushy Brows? That was you that had asked, right? You were like, what's wrong with Ethan Hawke? See, he has PTSD. He's like, oh, I've seen so much death. I've, like, seen so much killing. Like, it goes on. And Denzel Washington is like, bro, the war is over. Bro, the war is over. It's just pixelated and you guys could see me. Okay. I want to forget that Green Lantern movie. We're watching Magnificent Seven, but it's only about 42 minutes left. Hour and 30 minutes in. I want to forget that Green Lantern movie. I enjoyed Just Friends too. I wanted a young mother. My mother had me when she was like 16. I couldn't say liar either. I completely forgot about that part of the story. So what do you guys think of Chadwick Boseman as an actor? I like him. He's alright. I like Ryan Reynolds in Buried. Oh, that was the one that had Denzel Washington, right? No, that's Safe House. I didn't... Buried! Buried was the one where he's in the box. He's in the box for the whole movie, right? I liked that movie too. And I liked him in Safe House too with Denzel Washington. Like, Ryan Reynolds is okay in the more serious... I feel like he's okay in the more serious roles. He's, like, less insufferable and annoying. But he doesn't do enough of them. He, like, does these fucking comedies and he's not funny. I did like Buried also. That Proposal movie with Sandra Bullock was really good. I enjoyed that, but that was because of Sandra. But Just Friends is a goofy movie, but it's entertaining. I liked The Proposal too, but I didn't care for Ryan Reynolds. I liked Sandra Bullock. She was funny. To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. All these bitches crawl. Oh, ski, 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 ski. Oh, ski, ski, goddamn. Get Low is better than Back That Ass Up. PSA. That I respect. Electro was absolutely dreadful. I like The Dark Knight Rises. Not great, but good. Dark Knight is a hard act to follow. My beef with The Dark Knight Rises is that you can clearly tell they had like a whole other plot planned. But after Heath died, they basically had to like throw some shit together. And I feel like you can tell that they had to throw some shit together. It's a lot of plot holes. And I hate Anne Hathaway. And I don't know why they cast her at all. Something about her is like really grating and unlikable. I don't like her in anything except for like the Princess Genovia shit and The Devil Wears Prada. I don't like her in anything else. They let Ryan Reynolds even get a redo when it comes to Deadpool. He was the botched Deadpool and Wolverine Origins and got to come back as the rebooted Deadpool proper. So many second chances. Bro, they really do. They were determined to make Ryan Reynolds like a superhero, like star. They were like determined. Mad choices. I thought he was in that Wolverine movie, but I didn't want to say it. But I was like, and I think he was in that Wolverine movie too. Most superhero movies are led by white men. I have 3 Marias! I love Vasquez too. That part was funny. I'm on the part where Ethan Hawke just left, and now they're talking about who's going to stay. I love Vasquez too, though. He's one of my faves. My mom had me when she was 22. I just looked up female superhero movies, and there's literally only 4. I'm bamboozled. What are they? So I know Catwoman and Elektra and Wonder Woman is 3. So what's the 4th one? The original Wonder Woman with, what's her name? Linda? Wow, your mom had you when she was 37? Kudos to her. The last Nolan Batman was so disappointing. They tried to give us Bane, Catwoman, Robin, and Old Dude's Daughter all in one movie. It was too much. Yeah. They should have dropped the Catwoman plotline completely. They could have kept Bane. Tom Hardy wasn't bad as Bane, but that twist at the end with the daughter was whack. And I don't like Marion Cotillard because I find her accent so distracting, just like Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot has that like Eastern European, like Israeli accent, and Marion Cotillard has this like really heavy French accent. She could have been out. I'm hungry. So, you little shit. We got a lot to talk about. Little shit. That's what overshadowed his talents. All those damn... I always say this wrong. Biopics. I can never say that right. We wouldn't have Black Panther without those other movies. I liked Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. Interesting take on the character. I was just about to say I liked Elektra, and then I realized I liked Elektra in the Daredevil movie, but not the actual Elektra movie. That movie was so bad. So bad. I wouldn't call being a mother at 20 years old that young. Not when you got girls having kids at 15. At least your mother was legally grown. Okay. It's fair. That's fair. As a kid, I never knew Halle's Catwoman was bad. Blade, Spawn, Meteor Man, Blank Man. Anne Hathaway as Catwoman made me roll my eyes so hard. She does not have the fierceness or sex appeal. It was like a wet mop wearing a leather bodysuit. We're on the same page. I started reading comic books. That's why I made that statement. It's a lot of heroes that many people don't know about. Am I the only one who thought Spider-Man Homecoming was straight trash? Literally no punches thrown and no swinging from skyscrapers. All his powers came from the suit and he was scared of heights. I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't know. There does not need to be another Blade movie. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Blade does not need to be remade or rebooted. They would not do it justice. I only remember Toby as Spider-Man, LOL, and I haven't bothered to see the reboots. That's because it was trash. I liked Halle Berry's performance in Catwoman. People just blamed her when it was bad writing. DC just can't lose for winning. I don't know what power Marvel has over people, but I'm not here for it. I want a Naruto movie. Wow, Toby was a sucky Spider-Man. Your mom's a sucky. People hate when DC does campy, but when Marvel does it, people love the shit. Can someone block Pyroblast 3000, please? They purposefully didn't have him swinging through NY because it's been seen a million other times over the course of the last 5 movies. So that means maybe let's not make any Spider-Man movies for a while. Maybe let's take a break. Not let's keep trying to make the movies, but just put a different spin on them. Like, how about we do something else? I think people expect DC to be dark. However, The Devil Wears Prada is my movie. Taught me a lot about fashion. What's up, Professor J? I see you. I never find white comedy funny for some reason. Sorry, not sorry. He was depressing. Spider-Man is depressed. Spider-Man is a depressed character. Like, I feel like we've talked about this before. If not on Beast Bait, we've definitely talked about it on Twitter. Part of what I hate about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was that, like Pyroblast just said, like, oh, they thought Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was depressing. So they made Andrew Garfield, like, sarcastic, like, witty, like, wisecracking, cracking these jokes and riding on the skateboard. Like, no. Fucking Peter Parker is not supposed to be sarcastic and happy and shit. No. Like, Peter Parker is a nerd that gets bullied and treated like shit. And he's a fucking orphan, and then he indirectly is responsible for, like, the death of his uncle. Like, he's depressed. Like, he's depressed. He has a lot of problems. And I also feel like that's something that's also getting lost in translation in a lot of these adaptations, is that, like, comic book stories are supposed to be representative, for the most part, of real issues and, like, shit that's on, like, the fringes of society and, like, the margins of society. Like, how X-Men is, like, based off of, like, the civil rights movement. For anybody that didn't know that, like, that's what X-Men is based off of, with Magneto being, like, the Malcolm X and Xavier being, like, the Martin Luther King character. Like, it's not meant to be, like saying that, oh, it's depressing as a critique is so weird. It's so weird. Like, because that's what fucking a lot of comics are about. Like, that's why we even started reading them and watching them. Like, because we were weird and depressed. And it's like, man, like weird and depressed people with powers. Ah, that's awesome. I don't want to see no cool, popular kids with powers. No. Fuck them. I like this part. They about to blow mad shit up. Like, they're cool and popular. That's their power. They don't need any more powers. Woo! Pow! No animals were harmed during the making of this scene. The same goes with the Matrix movies. Tobey's the only Spider-Man I know. I was so disappointed with Spider-Man Homecoming. Woo! He hit his ass with a shovel. Peter Parker's life is shit. Superheroes generally are children with psychological issues, physiological issues, or even like fucking... Like so many of like X-Men, going back to the X-Men, they like manifest their powers during like traumatic events. Like Jean Grey manifests her like Omega level power as Dark Phoenix when her friend gets hit by a fucking car. Like, these are not light, fun stories, but the way that they've been adapted, that's what people want. And that first X-Men movie, fucking Rogue, is like traumatized as fuck. Because she gets her powers after she like kisses the boy and like knocks him into the coma. Like, fucking Scott Summers gets his fucking powers when he has like a traumatic event and gets embarrassed at the prom. Like, and he can't control them and he like is blasting shit and like blasts holes in the roof and like hurts people. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, I have these fucking deadly ass powers. I'm 15. Like, woo. That rod and I staff, they comfort me. Pow, pow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause it because I really like the scene. I don't want to miss any of it to read some of the comments for a second. I paused it. They're in the middle of the battle. 1:40:42. They're in the middle of the battle. Anna Faris oozes funny. To be quite honest, the only white media that ever made me laugh was Mean Girls and The Hot Chick. Anna Faris is funny as hell. She was in the Scary Movie franchise. Anne Hathaway has zero sex appeal. She's not a bad actress, but I didn't like her as Catwoman at all. So Chris Pratt and Anna Faris got divorced for sure. They said he got that new body and started acting brand new on her. Yeah, that's what they said. That it was all good when he was like the fat dude from The Office. Fucking, not The Office, Parks and Rec, fucking cracking jokes on fucking Rashida Jones, but once he got hot, he really started acting brand new and cheating on her. Is Zoe Saldana considered a black character in Guardians of the Galaxy, or is she an alien? She's definitely an alien in Guardians of the Galaxy, but she's black in fucking Star Trek, those Star Trek movies. She's Lieutenant Uhura. I appreciated Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and Wolverine towards the end when he wasn't speaking. Did he know Chris Pratt and Anna Faris are married for a long time? Yeah, they've been married like 12 or 13 years. They've been married since he was a nobody and she was the one that you knew. And now he's getting brand new. He got brand new on her, which is exactly like a man. Niggas will switch it up on you. Get Low was in the proposal. A reminder about Catwoman, it was like there was an evil makeup company that was like selling killer makeup, so if you keep using it on your face it turns perfect and diamond hard, and if you stop it kills you. I must have fucking blocked that shit from my memory. It's like people act like Get Out is the first black horror movie ever. Yeah, Get Low really is better than Back That Ass Up. Uh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, didn't see it. Haven't seen it. Didn't know the backstory of her character. If she changed or something, I'll have to check it out. They did rewrite The Dark Knight Rises, just like the Justice League movie. What do you feel about the state of the X-Men? I hate this current, like, whatever this series franchise iteration is. I don't watch it. 3-6 Mafia. Can somebody tell me, they didn't do a Supergirl movie, did they? Was that the fourth movie? Was that the fourth woman superhero movie? The only reason they let Ryan Reynolds come back is because he is the quintessential white boy with the basic white boy humor. White men love him. I agree. I agree with that. Oh, the fourth female superhero movie is Supergirl. Okay, but I named 3 of them. I named 3 out of 4. I was like, I know it's not that many. I was like Catwoman, Elektra, and Wonder Woman, which came out last year. I was like, what's the last one? Supergirl. Okay, Supergirl that came out in 1984. Okay. Got it. Red Harvest, Vasquez, and Billy are my faves. I like Red Harvest, Vasquez, and Billy, and Sam Chisholm, of course. Denzel. Indeed, enough with the remake of Blade movies. I'm tired of this culture wanting reboots for everything. Like, goddamn, it's enough. I agree. I liked Anne in this one movie called Rachel Getting Married. She was a drug addict, ended up in an accident. I saw Rachel Getting Married. It was alright. I didn't love her in it. I also saw that other movie she came out with last year that was about, like, the monsters, where she played a drunk. Ever since Rachel Getting Married and that other movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, Love and Other Drugs, she's playing, like, the same, like, drug addict, alcoholic, abusive. Like, she's playing that exact same character in every movie. Like, just go watch the original movies. Why spoil everything with reboots? Stop with the reboots. Spider-Man Homecoming lacked so much heart. It was saddening to see, considering that's one of the benchmarks of his character. Am I a gamer? I used to be, but I was saying earlier that I don't have a system anymore. They're going to reboot Blade and Spawn. No. Toby was a sucky Spider-Man. What's it like being completely wrong? Yeah, stop rebooting Spider-Man. Yeah, no. They best leave Blade alone. I've seen Havoc. Oh, I liked Havoc. They all died at the end. That's why I liked it. Peter Parker's life is shit. Okay. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy was bland and boring. He has to be a perfect mix. Toby was too depressing. Andrew wasn't a nerd at all. Toby was a sucky Spider-Man. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, he was a good Peter, but a bad Spider-Man. Peter's a nerd out of the suit, but Spider-Man is supposed to be a motor mouth who annoys his foes. Part of Peter Parker. That is a tongue twister. Part of Peter Parker's whole character is that his grandfather gets killed. What do y'all expect from him? Emma Stone is a horrible actress. Peter Parker may be a moody nerd, but Spider-Man is sarcastic and witty. That's why I think Tobey makes a better Peter and Andrew makes a better Spider-Man. I think that Tobey was fucking good as Spider-Man too. Like, he said a lot of shit about as Spider-Man, especially in Spider-Man 2. He had a lot of fucking quips and, like, one-liners, but he wasn't on some I'm so cool shit. I don't know. That's just me, though. Wow, I didn't know that about X-Men. Yes, please look it up. For real. They based X-Men off the Civil Rights Movement but couldn't cast more black people. Now, that's a fact. That's a fact. All these comic book stories are mired in historical events. Billy Rock's kicking all that ass. I paused, by the way. The X-Men cartoons from the 90s were really mature. That shit wasn't for kids. I love how Denzel Washington's horse is just strolling through the gunfire. Exactly, they put the real deal shit in comic books, but niggas will never know because they don't read them. I don't want to see cool, popular teenagers with attitudes get superpowers. I don't. I don't. Alright. I'm about to push play. I'm like catching up, I think. Enough. Yeah. Play. Be honest, y'all. What team are y'all on with the X-Men, Professor X, or Magneto? I'm on Magneto's team all the way. Like, fuck these humans. They ain't shit. There's a time and place for the campy stories, and I feel like the genre has been oversaturated with this lighthearted comedy that no one can feel. I'm at 141.06. Chris Pratt about to blow some shit up. Pow. Y'all talking about Star Wars. I'm not into Star Wars, so I don't like get into the Star Wars conversations. They're gonna kill all of us. Stay down, dumbass. Why would you get up? Where were you going? Damn, Chris Pratt got bougie after Guardians of the Galaxy. He sure did. He did. He switched it up on Anna Faris. Damn, I like Chris Pratt. SMH gross. Anna will glow up on his dog ass. Zoe Saldana did an interview where she said she wasn't black and she didn't like it when people called her black. Yeah, I felt some type of way about them casting her as Nina Simone. I did a whole fucking video on convenient blackness, people being black when it's convenient to them, and not when it's not. And she's a bougie bitch from fucking Queens, Zoe Saldana. But that doesn't change the fact that Lieutenant Uhura is black, and her playing Lieutenant Uhura in the Star Trek movies, she's playing a black person. We're not talking about real life. Just like I said, I'm pretty sure Billy Rocks is supposed to be a Chinese American in this movie, even though he's Korean in real life. Right, Jean Grey's story is crazy. She was dying with her friend, and the Phoenix was like, I got you, girl. Storm was mad claustrophobic because her home was blown up when she was younger, and she got trapped under the rubble for a grip while her parents laid there dead. The shit was dark. Right, exactly. Like, a lot of these origin stories, and, like, it's a lot. I don't know how people expect their superheroes to just be like fun, happy, chilling with some of these backstories. I'm curious how you feel about video game adaptations of comics like this new Spider-Man that's about to come out on PS4. I know we're talking about movies, but just curious. Woo! They just lit up everybody. The horses did nothing. The horses did nothing to no one. Innocent bystanders. Why does Get Out have such positive reviews? It sucked like really hard. I did a review of Get Out where I said I didn't love it. I thought it was overrated. I haven't played too many video games based off of comics. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I've played any. So I'm not really the one to ask. The Supergirl movie is old. Like, oh. Do I care about the Black Panther movie? I appreciate what it represents. That's it. I have my own issues, as you guys know, with Disney and Marvel. I appreciate what it represents, though. X-Men is real as fuck. The movies aren't perfect, but I love that they left the mutant struggles in. I have a feeling that if this Disney deal goes through, they will try to make it like The Breakfast Club, hella happy and cheesy. Yeah. I love X-Men for the subject matter. Sorry. I love this movie. Woo! Vasquez was like, how dare you? How dare you shoot my homie? Now I gotta kill your ass. Every time I watch Magnificent Seven, I have to go look at the Magnificent Seven fucking tags on Tumblr. Chris Pratt is dead. And then got shot in the fucking chest and the stomach. I just love X-Men for the subject matter, and I feel like First Class came the closest to touch on that plot line. Movie reboots are like artists repacking 90s shit. Yeah. I saw that they're doing a reboot of Charmed. Do you think I'm gonna watch that shit? No. And adding a feminist plot line. What does that even mean? Charmed wasn't feminist? We're not even gonna go there. We're not going there. I did not see Logan, but I want to catch it. OMG, I'm gonna kill them over the Charmed reboot. The quips can get annoying fast. The whole series was a feminist movement. Like, all the female characters were strong women. I have no issues with any of the Spider-Mans, in my opinion. I thought Homecoming was fine, only because of the cast. Wasn't all white, thank God. So true, X-Men was really mature. Last time I checked, Charmed was just automatically feminist. I mean, it was a show about a sisterhood of witches. Can't get more feminist than that. And I mean, fucking, does it get more fucking feminist than Prue Halliwell? Like, she was a strong-ass bitch. And she was a bitch. She didn't give a fuck about nothing. That's my girl. You had Phoebe, who was, like, very sexual. You had Piper, who didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like, everything doesn't have to be rebooted with a white girl, feminist, girl power-ass, fucking obvious-ass slant. But everything is about money nowadays, so that's all that is. Let them have it. They got the devil's breath! They got the devil's breath! As a kid, I was Xavier. Now that I'm older, I can see where Magneto was coming from. Team Magneto. That's what I'm saying. It was already a Gatling gun. It was already a feminist show, so this whole adding a feminist plot makes no sense. It's literally going to be some white feminist Lena Dunham army schmucker shit watch. Yep, Magneto all the way. I like Tobey as Spider-Man. I don't think they needed those other two movies. Hashtag Magneto was right. I don't know, Charm was cute back then. Team Magneto. Hashtag Magneto did nothing wrong. I haven't got the Star Trek Discovery link, but I am going to watch it. And I have some little fake cable now, so I'm going to see if I can catch it. I got like a free day 30 trial. So I'm going to just be watching mad shit for the next 30 days. Magneto, Team Magneto all the way. We all know why. Fuck the cops. I prefer Magneto currently. Professor X trying to be nice to people that want them to die, aka black people who want us to love our oppressors. Why are they rebooting that shit? We're going to get Emma Watson, Taylor Swift. I'm innocent and a feminist tease like pass. Magneto was at least honest. Xavier did some shady shit in the comics. That's true. Forgot about X2. Love Charmed. It was my fave. After school, they played it every day on TNT. I used to watch that shit every day on TNT. They played it at 5 and then again at 6. Oh, she was Bernie Mac's daughter, and guess who? I mean, Zoe Saldana, yeah, she's like real convenient with the blackness. She's one of those Dominicans that like picks and chooses when she wants to be black. Because she was born in DR, and she lived in DR until she was like 16 or 17. She's a classically trained ballerina. She went to like ballet school in DR. And then she like moved to the United States to like dance. And then she started acting. She got cast in Center Stage, which was like a ballerina movie. And I loved that movie too, Center Stage. I loved that movie. And she was in like Crossroads too, with Britney Spears and fucking Pennsatucky from fucking Orange is the New Black. And then she started like acting seriously. And she was always getting cast as a black girl. But she's definitely like, she's wishy-washy about it. She's wishy-washy about it. Oh, she was in Drumline. Yeah, I loved Drumline too. Like, she's wishy-washy about it. She's black when it's convenient, kind of. Zoe's fucking Latinx. Clearly, she can identify as a black Latina, but she doesn't want to. She's very wishy-washy about everything. Like, I remember a few years ago, before she married her white husband, she also gave some interview where she was like, you know, I might end up with a man, I might end up with a woman, that's how open I am, I might end up raising my children with a woman, I don't like labels, you know, one of those, don't call me black, don't call me straight, I don't like labels, which like a Raven Simone, which, I mean, whatever. Then you don't get to play Nina Simone in a movie. I feel like that's fair. I don't know. Like... No, you did. I knew you'd come back. You left your flask, bitch. I knew your drug ass was coming back. How more feminist can you get than a literal sisterhood of witches blowing demons up like hello? And most of the demons were men. Most of the fucking antagonists of fucking Charm were men. Logan was overrated. You think it was overrated? Everybody says it was so good and amazing. Look, Logan was awesome. One of my favorite X-Men characters is Nightcrawler because he's pretty much been a mutant his entire life and that interests me. And I loved Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler in X2. He was great. He was amazing. And his, like, rapport with, like, Mystique, oh, was so good. The special effects in X2 were great. Magnificent Seven was not bullshit. Magnificent Seven is a great movie. Logan is great. The Charm chicks had no black friends. That's not true. Their friend Daryl was a main character, and he's black. The fucking detective. Season 1 and 2, he was Andy's partner. Andy, who was Prue's fucking childhood love, first and only love. And then when Andy got killed in season 2, Daryl became a lead on the show. And I'm pretty sure he was a lead on the show until the end. He was their detective friend. And he had a black wife. I think her name was Robin. They showed her. Scarlet Witch is a ticking time bomb. Yeah, she is. Piper, I love Piper is my fave. Piper is my fave, and then Prue. I feel like I am like Piper. Like, she would just be like, blow some shit up or freeze it. Like, I don't want to deal with you right now, bitch. You're frozen. I saw a girl who played Piper was on Twitter letting him have it. She's not here for the reboot at all. Holly Marie Combs is that bitch. Her and Shannon Doherty are good friends in real life, too. They like best friends. Disney is always getting a bad rep. They're doing a good job with most of the comic book films. Why would X-Men be an exception? I mean, that's your opinion. Some of us don't like what they're doing with the comic book films, and we think they're terrible. We know why we're getting all these reboots, because it's easier for Hollywood writers to fuck up something with some structure than make a completely original flop. Y'all silly. Prue versus Paige. Who do you got? Prue. Prue would kick Paige's ass any day of the week. Prue would fucking kill her. We cannot watch V for Vendetta for Beast Bait because there are no main black characters. The rules for Beast Bait, there has to be at least one main black character for us to watch it. Oh, I'm sorry, the hello randomness. Sorry. Let me not say that out loud. Sony only rebooted Spider-Man to keep the rights because if they didn't, the rights would have went back to Disney. I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else. Oh, Billy and my guy are about to die. No. Chris Pratt, how are you still alive running around? You got shot in the stomach 20 minutes ago. You should be dead. Center Stage is my movie. That last dance scene was everything. I don't think I've ever seen Zoe Saldana with a black romantic lead. Nick Cannon was her love interest in Drumline. He's black. Zoe Saldana just sounds like she's confused personally. She's just one of them type of people that don't want to commit. And there's a lot of people like that. That's why I say like wishy-washy. Like they don't want to commit to anything because they don't want to alienate anybody because they just want to like get the most roles and make the most money, which is capitalism, right? I agree. Nina was the opposite of wishy-washy. Zoe like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. We all like, okay. Don't label me human. I'm a meat popsicle. Exactly. I am a meat popsicle. Logan looked good, but I was so tired of Wolverine, I avoided it, but I do need to check it out too. I kind of avoided it for the same reason. And I feel like it wasn't out that long. I really dislike when people tiptoe around saying their sexuality. I don't say labels. I'm open to love. Love can be between anyone. I just like the human connection. I don't think of gender. Ugh, shut the fuck up. But yeah, like I said, it's just like trying to like play both sides of the fence and like not upset anyone. But like, especially the times that we're living in now. I mean, really all times, but especially the times that we're living in now. I'm sorry, my nigga, but you're going to have to pick a side. That's life. Woo! You know he did. Woo! Woo! Dead. X2 was the best X-Men movie. I agree. So sad. So sad. No, don't spoil Logan. I haven't seen it. Yeah, don't start talking about Logan. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Sexuality is very much fluid. Get into it. I agree that sexuality is very fluid. But I don't like people playing all sides of the fence in interviews so that they don't have to fucking... What's the word that I want? Piss off anybody or offend anybody. You know? Like, oh, you know, I want the gay community to be on my side, so I'm gonna fucking go talk in the interview about how I might end up with a woman. Bitch, you married a white man. Shut up. I ain't never heard no whispers of Zoe Saldana being linked to no chicks. What are you talking about? Like, oh, I'm black when it's convenient when I want to play Zoe Saldana. But I'm also a bougie non-black bitch from Queens. I'm Dominican. Like, shut up. Just don't talk. Just don't talk. But the identity politics shit is also hot. Like, the identity politics shit is hot, so people want to talk identity politics, but they don't want to commit because they don't want to offend anybody. So they try to, like, talk around it. No. Disney is clearly monopolizing. That's it. They just want money. I love Pepper's powers. I wish I had those powers. Prue page 2. I like Phoebe's power of premonition. It was cool, but too uncontrollable. I loved Prue's power of astral projection, especially towards the end where she got to the point where she could astral project and, like, her astral projection could even, like, use her powers. That shit was cool. Dynamite. Always been lucky with one-eyed jacks. Blew up your Gatling gun. Or your Gatling gun, whatever. Yeah, your little gun gone. You should have just let this town go. You should have just let this town go. We're watching Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington. Lilu Dallas multipass. 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 I love The Fifth Element. That's my movie. Are you human? Negative. I am a meat popsicle. I'll talk about Xena. That's my shit. Might as well pick a label and just keep it pushing. Or shut up. That's how I feel. If you really don't believe in the labels and the shit like that, why will you give whole interviews talking about labels? Like, I don't understand. If you're not into it, when people ask you about it, be like, well, I'm just not into labels. So, but like, y'all gonna give a whole interview talking about it. Like, my nigga, obviously you are into motherfucking labels, bitch. Alienate. Just say that you're straight. Zoe wants to stay out of the issues and focus on herself. It's her choice, but I question her integrity. And whether she wants to see her people progress forward as a whole, I doubt it. I would never last long in Hollywood because I will call out a lot of fuck shit and these black male entertainers are scared. Damn, yo, everybody dies in this movie. Everybody does die in this movie. Bushy brows. The Fifth Element is a top 5 movie for me. Probably me too. Meat popsicle, so satisfying. I want to wear it on a shirt, laugh my ass off. We could do The Fifth Element. We can do The Fifth Element. Yeah, because Chris Tucker is the main character. Could we do The Fifth Element for Chris Tucker? That's my movie. Yeah, that's my shit too. I know every word. Kansas. Good people trying to make a life for themselves. Exactly. What this fucking dude does is he fucking picks on people, steals their land. You a bitch. Gucci or shut up. The Fifth Element still stands up. I love watching that movie. That's my shit. Green? Super green. I say that shit all the time. I say green a lot, and I say savvy. Savvy? Hashtag I too am a human popsicle. Human popsicle is an ice cube, not the same as a meat popsicle. I vote Fifth Element for a Beast Big. We could do Fifth Element next week. Fifth Element. We'll do Fifth Element. Big! Bada boom! Big! Inchala boom. That was like a whole made-up language that fucking Mila Jovovich made up with the director. What's his name? Jean? Inchala boom. Cha-cha-hamas. Cha-cha-hamas. Sinowactogamech with the fucking gun. Sinowactogamech. Who knows what that means? Ruby Rod. I love that Chris Tucker said he got his character Ruby from a mixture of Michael Jackson and Prince. He was genius in that role. I love The Fifth Element. I feel like I just won the Gemini Croquette Contest to Floston Paradise. Croquet, not croquette. I am not a Cancer. I am a Sagittarius. Please get it right. I love the alien woman who has the element in her stomach. She was hitting them notes. Fifth Element was great. Never without my permission. Y'all know. That's feminist, right? That's feminist. It was a lot of shit out that had a lot of fucking feminist meaning. Like Bruce Willis tried to kiss her while she was knocked out. She pulled a gun on that nigga. She put the gun to his head. Senoactogamen. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. Never without my permission, ho. But it didn't need to be stated. that it was feminist. I'm always down to watch Pacific Rim. You guys know that's my shit. Always down to watch that. This part, I'm glad that there was no fucking flashback. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. The Fifth Element, the Craft, and Twitches, possible lineup. We'll think about that. A Taurus, why? No, I'm a Saggy. Sam Chisholm. I do have a lot of Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. Yes, I do. Have a lot of Earth energy in my chart. I have a lot of Libra in my chart too, which I think is why I'm very into like justice and fairness and balance. Never without my permission, ho, Seren. I'm just saying. No, I'm definitely not a Taurus. Wow, never saw Pacific Rim. God, I love that movie. It's a great movie. Great movie. I'm not going to see Pacific Rim 2. I don't think it looks good. And Guillermo del Toro is not directing, so no. And Idris Elba's dead, so he's not coming back. So what incentive do I have to watch it? Mila also did that. They fried her hair for that movie. They dyed it so much her hair started falling out. So for that whole end portion of the movie, she had to wear a wig. Oh, I didn't know that. I learned something new. And Mila Jovovich plays a lot of strong women characters also. Like, she played Joan of Arc in a movie. She was in Ultraviolet, Resident Evil. Like, she'll play a woman that'll kick your fucking ass. Easy. I kind of feel like she doesn't really get her respect as like an action star, because her movies do well. And she used to be a fucking model, like one of the few models that successfully transitioned over into acting, and she did it playing hard ass roles, not playing pretty girl roles. Yeah, I'm a Libra. I'm hugely into balance and making sure everyone is good. Oh, yeah. My grandma's a Libra. I get along with Libras. I have not seen American Gods. I keep meaning to watch it. I love Mila. No, that wasn't Mila in Run Lola Run. With the red hair, that was another chick. Some Swedish chick. I love that movie. That wasn't her, though. Love Mila Jovovich. She was good in that other alien flick. We can't watch Underworld. Underworld doesn't have a main black character. Bushy Brows, you said everybody dies. All the white people die in this movie, which I think is also why I like it. Vasquez and Denzel Washington are the only ones that survive. I have seen The Shape of Water. I saw it twice in the theater. I loved her in Joan of Arc. She was great in Joan of Arc. That death scene was so great and sad. No. Idris Elba died in the movie. Sorry, in the movie. Loved her in Ultraviolet. What is my ascendant sign? Libra. I think I'm a Sag, sun sign, Capricorn, moon, Libra, rising, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Oh, we could watch Men in Black. But not yet. We're watching Pacific Rim next week. Let's just like stick with Pacific Rim for now before I forget. Ultraviolet was a movie. Those visuals were something else. Weren't they vampires or something? No. She was like an assassin. And there was like a fucking kid in a box. I remember the kid was in a box. It was like a case. And it was like a kid in there. And they wanted her to like kill the kid. And she didn't want to do it. Oh, Mila Jovovich is a Sag? That's probably why I like her. Pretty girl role, cough, cough, Cara Delevingne. Exactly. Cara Delevingne is a prime example of a model trying to transition to acting and it's not working. I love Mila. She's a great actress. I'm gonna catch American Gods. Cara can't act, by the way. Just thought I should throw that out there. That bitch can't act at all. I don't care how many movies they put her in. The bitch can't act. That's it. Yes, the Asian guy also died, yes. But I just meant all the white people died. I'm just saying all the white people died. I don't think that Michael Ealy was in one of the Underworld movies. I'm watching Magnificent Seven, but it's going off. Yes, Run Roll Run was the girl who played Matt Damon's love interest in the Bourne movies, the one they killed, that they drowned, right? She drowned. She drowned in the Bourne Identity. Yes, that was the girl in Run Lola Run. Except in Run Lola Run, she had red hair. Red Harvest did survive. Red Harvest did survive. You're right. Red Harvest did survive. Yes, you're right. I just meant only the people of color survived. Billy died too, but like the other people of color lived. All the white people on the team are the ones that died. Oh, I didn't see that one. He was in the one before the last of the franchise. If Michael Ealy was a main character in one of the Underworld movies, we could watch that one. I never saw that one. I like these credits. See, like I said, I'm already forgetting, and you guys are suggesting more. Fifth Element, and then Pacific Rim, and then we'll take more suggestions. Martin Sizemore. I thought they had like injected people with something that turned them into badass soldiers, but then they turned out to be vampires of some type of hybrid. Yes, you know, they were hybrid humans. I'm remembering that. The movie just went off. And I'm thinking that maybe the kid was like not a hybrid. I just remember that the kid was in a fucking suitcase and they like wanted her to kill the kid. And she was like, I'm not killing this fucking kid. It's not happening. So, possible Bees Big lineup: Pacific Rim, The Fifth Element, Twitches, Underworld Awakening. Yeah, let me screenshot that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, and somebody else said Men in Black, too. So maybe Pacific Rim. We'll figure it out. We'll have a vote. We're definitely going to do Pacific Rim and then The Fifth Element. And then we'll have a vote between Twitches, Underworld, and Men in Black. That'll be in 3 weeks. All right. The movie's over. The movie's over. Yeah, we're gonna be... Beesbig's almost over when I get to the end. Oh, yeah. Oh, this might be your last Beesbig until April. You got play rehearsals. Well, good luck on your play if we miss you. But, yeah, next week will be Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim. Yes. Or, no, we said Fifth Element next week. Fifth Element next week, and then Pacific Rim. So, Fifth Element next week. Then Pacific Rim. Because Fifth Element was suggested first. I haven't seen Strange Days. I just screen capped that so I won't forget. Alright. Oh, wow. Well, good luck with your play. If we don't see you, just Nickel, you can keep us updated. You can comment on the community page. Yet again, the best thing that fucking YouTube ever did. And we're gonna do, yeah, Fifth Element next week. Fifth Element next week. So see you guys next week. It was good, right, Monica? This is a great movie. I really like this movie a lot. Like, I feel like Magnificent Seven remake was like way underrated. It was like a very good movie. I'm glad we watched it. So see you guys next week. Fifth Element. Bye. The community tab is if you go to my channel, it's you know how you have all the different tabs? One says video, one says playlist, one says about. There's a community tab too. So if you want, you can just click it right there. All right? Bye.